And hello, welcome to episode 20 of Who Lives Here Dice.
20!
My name is Matt Bateman, and I'll be your game master, dungeon master, storyteller, whatever you want to call me for this evening. And I'm joined, as always, thank you, Rose. I'm joined, as always, by the summit-beating Sasha Burgoyne, the glacier-smashing Guy Samuels, the ravine-ruling Rose Redon, and, as always, my right-hand man, the Dolomite-crushing David Cox.
Nice.
Nice.
It's good because the double first and last name works so well. So I thought, why not? Just make it a staple and make life so much harder for myself. Honestly, not reusing descriptions makes things that much harder every single time. But it's good. It's good to be here. It's good to be 20 episodes. We've been doing this for just over a year now. I had some Google photos remind me lately. It's a bit more nervous doing it live this time.
Our first episode aired tomorrow.
Oh shit! Wait, is it actually like a 1 year?
Yeah, tomorrow is our 1 year anniversary.
I did not.
And your birthday.
And also Sasha's birthday. So let's all raise a pint glass. Happy birthday, Sasha!
Happy birthday, Sasha.
Tomorrow.
And also happy 1 year anniversary to us.
Happy birthday, to Dice.
Much more important.
As always, thank you for coming and watching and sharing the stories. Thank you to our amazing crew. We've got Gio and Nate and wonderful Tanya as well behind the scenes today. Got some cool stuff planned, cool maps. But let's start by jumping in, because I actually have a question from a viewer as well. Let me just dig it up on my phone because we're professional. I prepare things.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
So
I really
relieved
do. I really do. So this comes from
Shamini.
Shamini. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, you don't have to come out with it.
And this is a question to the group.
Oh.
Does your character want to change the world, and how? And also, has that changed since starting the adventure?
Great question.
Do you want me to go first? Because this is such an easy one. No and no.
No and not yet, or just no and no?
No and no. Like, she's not interested in changing the world. Not at all.
No.
Not
I'm
yet.
gonna
Maybe
jump
she might.
straight in next because mine's also simple. Yes and yes.
This is why we have them seated as far apart as possible. It's just too much.
You're welcome.
I know we all ship the whole Myla Alexei thing off screen, but no, in reality they're worst enemies, and it's just made. So no, they're really not.
Yeah, we
I'm
hate
gonna stop that. Kill that rumor right now.
Can't talk.
Rose and Guy.
Hate it when you talk.
D22 doesn't want to change the world. But as of
He's
last
not looking for New England.
As of last episode, he wants nothing more than to become a titan. And he will
that would
destroy
change
the
the world.
world if need be and sell all of his friends to achieve it.
Unrelated, all of my Google search history are Bionicles for some reason at the moment. And we'll find out why, maybe. And Meue.
Meue did not want to change the world when the campaign started. She thought it was pretty fucking good. And now she would like it to be better than she's discovered it to actually be.
And that's what we call character development right there. It's good.
Not like us.
No, just single
They
lane
started
staying.
perfect.
Yeah, what else do I have to do to you to get you guys to want to invoke change?
Look,
Come on.
Alexei already wanted to change it. Now he just wants to change it for different reasons.
For different reasons. Yeah, so what are those reasons? What do you want to change it to? Or do you still want to change it to the same thing?
He
Well,
wants to make
first
people edible.
cast out Hegemony, goes without saying, with him at the very top of it.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not sure I like this analogy, but that's fine.
Great. Next, everyone gets a nice position in the government, as long as they don't talk too much.
Still
Can I
don't
be
like how
head of
this is going.
partying?
Oh yeah, sure. I think they call him Minister of Diplomacy or something, but sure.
D22 is already quite high ranking though, right? I mean, he's already assistant.
He's
to
got a
the
cast
manager
staff
of,
ring and everything. Assistant to the regional manager.
I mean, at the minute, D22 is Alexei's annoying little cousin that keeps making mistakes. Your mum's go and look after your younger brother. And you're like, oh, but he's such a bell end.
Wait, so D22 is just Alexei when he was younger?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. See,
Yeah.
you're in there.
Well, all I want to change is from British summertime to standard time, because I also got it wrong when I was doing the
I
promotion.
am
and someone called me out for
That
it.
was hilarious.
It's fine. Once again, I repeat, I'm not from this country. But that's a good. Anyway, I'm sure all of our lovely viewers, thank you for tuning in. I'm sure you don't want to listen to sort of listen here. Words. Cool.
Blah, blah, blah.
One last thing, just a slight content warning for the table and our viewers at home. We might be dealing with a little bit of trauma, a little bit of torture, a little bit of more descriptive violence than what we normally do, depending on what happens. So just a heads up for my lovely players and also you watching at home, because D&D is fun, but we want to make sure that people don't get too uncomfortable as well. And I have lots of nasty surprises up my sleeves because I'm a terrible DM. With that being said,
Great DM, terrible person.
there we go. David gets it.
Yeah.
No, you've already got inspiration from last week. With that being said,
How do you have inspiration? inspiration.
Because he called me a walking natural one.
Oh, yeah, I remember
fine.
that. But surely inspiration doesn't carry across.
Tried to move on from this 3 times.
Yeah, it does.
Now, that's fine.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you just keep it.
DM
until you use it.
inspiration.
You just can't stack
It's
it.
got its own thing.
In my experience, if you don't use it within the session, you've lost it, and then you have to try.
Oh,
and
you've
earn
been
it
lied
again.
to,
But-
darling.
Yeah.
That's just the way they play, the way my old tables plays. My
Well,
old
this is how
table
we
plays.
play. And
Anyway, yeah, Matt's discretion.
Matt's discretion. Matt's inspirations. With that being said, hold on to your hats.
Are there dinosaurs all over your shirt?
This is a great shirt. I think this is my favorite shirt.
We
Anyway,
will.
we're getting really distracted.
We will begin the
Anyway.
episode, I promise.
Yeah.
Hold on
Like,
your
it's
hats.
the way.
Get a
Dungeons
drink.
Dragons.
Get comfortable. We've got a great show coming up. Thank you for joining us for episode 20 of Who Lives Who Dice. Let's fucking do this. All right.
Yeah.
And welcome. Last episode, our heroes made, I don't want to say friends, but acquaintances with a party who'd been walking across the mountains on their own quest. A fire genasi named Tyre, a Goliath named Arnith, a small little skull head named Russ, who was instantly the party favourite, and the very quiet Beetle, the Tabaxi. Despite some rocky starts with D22 nearly killing said Tabaxi, friendships were made and the party was sent on their way on their pursuit of Sarek Cave Fury with a hastily scribbled map now owned by Alexei. And despite some tension at the end with D22 nearly killing Russ by removing the crystal on top of the head, nonetheless the party so far have made their way to the base of the Fallen Crown Mountains. You stand now at the steps, with large flat steps of granite and ice slabs one onto another piled in front of you. And as a cold, biting winter blows across each of you, you prepare your ascent. What happens next?
Anyone good at climbing mountains?
I am when, I'm a mountain goat or something.
If anyone is going to sit on the mountain goat, dibs.
I think they're
You
a bit
want a red,
small.
Myla? Understood.
Alexei immediately goes bright red.
Myla goes, he's ridden me before, I think.
Alexei goes double bright red.
Was he good at it, or...?
I don't really remember. I mean, it's like all of you just sort of
Nah,
sit on
forgettable.
it, right? Like,
Yeah.
Matt, what I would like to do right now
Yes,
is
please, of course.
I want to go over to that little big rock face there.
There's a little big rock.
Oh, yeah, that one. Just
Sure.
yeah, and I want to hide.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Alexei, what
Where's
are you
it going?
doing?
Natural 19
Okay.
to which takes it to
Without another word, a red
26.
Alexei right in the face, and so hot from embarrassment, steam is rising off his head, walks and disappears behind this rock. Alexei, also please make a perception check for me. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'd love to.
From behind the rock.
Behind the rock, I can perceive my own
Let's
humiliation.
put a single treasure chest behind that rock.
Natural 19 again.
Natural 19.
That's a good one. You get a good seat of power.
Because of your angle of view, which we're not showing the map yet, but we will in a second, you couldn't see through these rocks. As you sort of come back and past, what you do notice, nearer to the top of the mountain are several small hooded figures, pretty near to the top. Heavy plates, and with a 19, you can make out these are dwarves and armor, which you've seen similarly before, at certain different steps. However, with that roll, what you also notice, just tucked in inside this rock here, is a small green creature sort of pressing themselves up against the rock. looking nervously around, and doesn't seem to have noticed you at this point.
Okay, looks like it's hiding from the dwarves.
Looks like it's hiding. You don't know from what, but it definitely looks a bit nervous with that perception roll.
Okay. Seeing this and my own humiliation and embarrassment now taking a massive backseat,
Sure.
I would like to sneak back over to the group and at the same time just be like, get down, dwarves.
Myla drops and she's going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. And
Yeah, Meiwei's gonna run straight for the edge of the thing so she can hide underneath the
Cool.
depth of the ravine and stealth.
David, where are you?
Alexei would also be going over there.
Cool. Great. Myla?
Yeah, she'll just tuck in with everyone else.
Base D22.
Yeah.
You ready?
D22
Ready?
doesn't quite hear, stands there perplexed whilst everyone moves, casts himself invisible.
Do we roll for stealth or we just
Yeah, please roll for stealth.
just do a hide?
It's advantage plus 10 for pass that way.
Just
Yeah, it's just plus 10 on your
plus
stealth.
10.
Oh, just plus 10.
Just plus 10.
Where'd I get advantage from? Okay, thank you. Nice.
Yeah, and we leave no tracks or trace of our passage.
Yep, understood.
Nice. Oh my god.
You roll with disadvantage, please, guy.
Disadvantage.
Because of your armor.
Damn it. God damn it.
I'm gonna,
Use your tray, that's okay.
It's going to be high.
We've got a pair of 8s. We're running stealth, are we?
Yes.
Yeah.
14.
14.
Plus 10, so
Plus
24.
Oh, wowza.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace is great.
Powerful.
Okay.
I got 18.
Powerful.
So,
sorry, 36.
I'm sorry, what? How did you roll
I rolled an
a
18, I have plus 7 and plus 10. so
Jesus
that's it.
Christ, Rose. All right, cool.
23,
Rose
not that it
becomes
matters.
more invisible
18
than
rolled a
Who's Rose?
D22. Meue, sorry, becomes more invisible than D22. D22, you're invisible, but even with that, you're still creaking as you start walking across a
Yeah, I
little
had
bit.
to announce that. I mean, I couldn't-
And the kobold, what you notice now, is a green kobold hiding by the rock. Turns the head and looks. Shamini, could you come describe what you see, please?
What?
We have a
Excuse me. What? Oh my god, what? Hi. We were not expecting a kobold.
This is extremely exciting.
What is happening right now?
So much food.
Hello? I mean,
You see, no, you don't see anything at this point because they all rolled very, very high stealth rolls, and you don't see an invisible warforged, but you do hear some rocks kicking. But you also see a dwarf looking right down on you at this point, holding a long, heavy crossbow, and about to take a shot. What would you like to do?
I would like to. I probably have some spells for this. Oh gosh. I would like to yell. Begone, fiend!
All right. What are you casting?
Command.
Good. What is your spell save DC?
Good question. 13.
13. All right. Lovely. Let's give it a crack.
Keep that voice up the whole
It's lovely to meet you all.
hello.
I have a normal voice. Hi.
Yes, this is Shamini, everyone. We'll do some introduction soon. The dwarf rolls a natural 7, failing its save, and immediately turns and starts to walk away. What would you like to do next?
This is a scary mountain. This is scary. I'm gonna try and climb down. Oh,
Okay,
God,
make an
die.
athletics check, please. D22, what are you doing as you're watching this? The other three of you are getting wind that there's something else happening now at this point as well.
I wanna. I've got a grappling hook on me and rope
Yep,
and my crossbow,
yep.
and I want to tie it together and I want to shoot it up as high as it will go.
Oh my god.
As high as that second point.
Sure, no, I'm digging this, I'm digging this.
Ideally, sticks into the wall, and then I want to try and like motor myself up. Like a gondola.
Brilliant. I will say, yeah, you can get up right here next to next to
So how much distance is that?
That would be 1, 2, 3. Actually, you can get to here with that 50 foot of rope.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Make a general attack roll for me, please.
General attack.
There we go.
Oh fuck. Sorry. 3.
3.
Plus.
I don't know what I add to that.
Should just be your dex.
It's your attack modifier for your crossbow.
So +4.
7.
7.
7 hit
With-
a rock. It's a rock.
It's a rock
It's
with a
well
7.
designed.
Don't hit me. I just got here. Don't hit me.
Can you imagine?
might hit you,
Literally,
I'm
you
not-
like sat down, we've moved our things, and then you're just dead.
Immediately
I'm
die.
not the most heroic character. I'm not gonna lie.
Shamini, make a dex save for me, please.
Oh no.
It was so lovely knowing you.
First guess, 9.
9. With a 9, startled, and you not being the most physically gifted character, you stumble back and tumble down. I need you to take a d6 of fall damage for that, please. 2 points. 2 points. That's not too bad. And you land on your back at the feet of a snow elf looking down at you.
Hi. Hi. Stop
Really,
screaming, there's
joking?
wolves.
Where was she hiding?
Oh, I did see she was a little bit up there. Who are you?
Thank you. Hello.
You are welcome.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Matt, am I above? Am I still below?
You didn't. It just bounced off the rock and narrowly hit this small creature,
so.
which you've now lost your invisibility because you technically made an attack roll, so you've spent your spell slot.
Fair enough.
Someone's firing crossbow.
As you say that, a crossbow bolt narrowly lands in the rock between the two of you. I need everyone to roll initiative, please. Thank you.
I kept being about to be like, I
can you
found
check
my
my thing
echo,
so I
but I was
can,
just
like-
wait.
Again?
Yeah, that'd be ideal. Yeah.
Do we get plus 10 to that as well?
You
That's
do
2
not.
6s in a row. Yep, there we go.
I mean,
No, initiative is.
No, I know, it was
Oh, I'm
sarcasm.
so
It was
sorry.
sarcasm, David.
To be honest,
I
you
know
might
how to
still
play
roll better
Dungeons
than
and
me.
Dragons. Sometimes.
Oh, I thought that was
so
When it suits me, I know.
Right, 25 to 20. 20 to 15. We're good rollers here.
Oh, no, wait, sorry.
15 to 10.
14.
10.
Whoa, guys, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Meue at the top. Probably bad guys at the top.
10 to 5?
10.
Okay.
9.
8.
Hey.
7.
D22?
Natural 1, baby.
What's your dexterity?
You know what?
A plus 3.
Yeah,
So
all
four.
right.
But my
Cool.
dexterity.
With that, Meue, you just go first.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So at this point, you look up and you can see 3 dwarves in heavy blue and bronze armor running across, trying to get a line on the 3 of you at this point. I will say you all have half cover, just with the angle that you're currently at. Character without a name at this point. You are currently lying prone on the ground. D22, you have not moved from that spot. You see another stronger dwarf near to the top of the hill with a much longer device, but you can't quite make it out from this distance. Right, Meue, what's up?
Okie dokie. Bonus action, manifest echo.
Sure.
This is
The
what I was
walls are
asking
about 10 feet high
Okay.
per step, so you
uh,
could get it to
So I can get, I can get on the
you
second
can
leg.
get it to about there. Yep. Cool. You summon your echo. You see for the first time just this sort of like black spiritual embodiment get up and sort of just start dancing on the spot, just a little bit, just skipping, just a little bit. Cool.
So badly trained. And I will take my movement and go up.
Yep, sure
that?
thing. So climbing
30
half
feet.
speed, so it's 20,
Fuck. Yeah, and 30.
30. Cool.
I'm going to go as
one,
close
two.
towards
Cool.
them
You
as
can get
possible.
about that point there. You no longer have half cover.
Cool. I will pull out Alexei's longbow
Sure.
and fire at your boy.
Make an attack roll, please. This close one here.
Yeah.
Yep,
this
go for it.
boy.
Make a
This
shot.
fucker. Ooh, well, probably do
nope.
not hit. 9.
Plus anything?
9 total.
9 total. You climb up, but still like a bit bemused at this thing in front of you. You pull back and it sort of snags a little bit in the bow. It's a bit too big for you and just sort of clatters on the ground. The arrow in front of you doesn't even shoot off properly. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's bonus action, attack, movement.
Cool, lovely stuff. All right, the dwarves now going to go. This first one comes in first and raises the heavy crossbow, seeing this threat now openly have a go at you, is going to make the first roll. It's going to be a 16 plus 3. It's going to be an 18 to hit.
Me?
Yes, you.
It does hit me.
It does hit. Cool. Cool. You take 8 points of piercing damage as a bolt slams you just next to your heart on the left sort of side. These other two are going to come round using their full movement to get through. Bum, bum, bum. Second one now seeing is actually going to take a shot at your echo, Meue.
Shit.
It's going to be a 12 plus. Where am I? It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Goes
She
straight through.
spins.
Dance out of the way. The third one is going to take a shot at you.
I'm on the floor.
With disadvantage.
I'm aware. Natural 4 for a 7. A bolt lands, ping, ping, between the middle of your legs, missing you completely. And this one's going to go behind the rock. Cool, right, that's the end of that turn. Next one down. Alexei, you're up.
Okay.
With Myla on deck.
Alexei is going to turn to Myla. You need to keep Meue and I covered as best you can. We're going to get up there.
I've got an idea.
Right? Okay. I trust you.
If you two want to work together, your initiatives are right next to each other, so I'm happy this be a combined turn if you'd like, if you're going to do something cool.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Meue.
Okay, good. I like this. Let's
Bring out the giant version of my mini.
I wish I had that, but yeah, cool.
And question, does it apply to the Echo as well?
It does not.
Ooh, aw.
Anyway, you get advantage on your strength checks and strength saving throws, and your weapons also grow, so you deal an extra 1d4 damage.
Cool.
It's very cool.
Damage.
All right. In that case, then we'll hold that. So you can go first, and then we'll do that
I am
transformation.
going to... Alexei is going to move movement, action, dash, to get basically as high up as I can. What I want to do is try and run to the bits of cover. So cut
So
off.
that's 70 feet of movement. Yes.
Yes, it will
Double
be.
35. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 20. Yeah, I'll let you get up, and basically you're immediately in here flat against the wall. You've got a plus
Perfect.
2. You've got half cover on that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Bonus action, he is going to draw his short sword and sort of grip the blade as he draws it, and it ignites into holy fire. I will take 6 points of damage.
Is that max damage?
That is max
Take
damage.
another point off
Yeah.
your thing as well for that. Thank you. Cool. You know what's up.
Yeah.
Cool. So Myla, you turn. You look at Meue, and can you describe the spell for me, please?
Yeah, so Myla turns at the bottom, looks up at Meue, and just holds out her hands and goes, Big Meue!
The most sacred of the incantations. And I don't have a giant Meue mini, sorry, so we're going to use this mini instead to represent just the scale. And suddenly, it's not even. It doesn't have. At first, your thighs just go boof, and then your torso up, and you've got a tiny head on a massive body until the rest of you sort of catches up, and you're now towering up and over the rest of the field, sort of looking around. I'm also going to let you do an intimidation check using your wisdom modifier, just because that's fucking cool, and I think that'd be terrifying to see a giant snow elf appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, cool. That is an 8, and then my wisdom modifier is +5.
+5, so it's 13 save, wisdom save. Cool. This first one fails and is now considered frightened. Second one succeeds. Third one, natural 20, succeeds. But this other one, seeing that immediately, is going to start backing up and away and really, really worried about what it's
I'd
just seen.
also like to bonus action Shillelagh, just as part of mine, I think. I think
Sure
it's a
thing.
bonus
That's a... Can you
Is it
cast...
bonus action?
I
No,
don't
it's
think
maybe
you...
not.
Is that
No,
casting?
it is. Yes, it is.
Casting a cantrip and a spell on the same level, I don't think you can do.
You're right.
So, sorry, I'm not going to quite
You're
allow
correct.
that. Cool, right. Shamini, you're up with D22 on deck.
I'm just an innocent little kobold, just trying not to get shot. Do I think that the little pile of rocks will afford me some cover if I kind of look round from where I'm on the ground?
You can surmise that would give you 3/4 cover if you were to hide behind those rocks, yes.
I'm not even going to stand up. I'm just going to roll over and scrabble crawl
Great, cool.
to behind some rocks.
Myla and D22, you watch the kobold get on its stomach and crawl and sort of just take cover and just hide behind this little pile of rocks in the front there. Cool, is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I would like to, I think I would just like to observe the battle. I'm just here to observe.
Sure thing, just make a perception check for me. Let's see how much of this you're actually taking in.
I kind of want to know,
Which way it's going to swing?
yes, definitely which way it's going to swing. Do these people look friendly? Were they all, am I
You
in
can
the
make a
middle of
perception or an insight
exist-
check. You have to do one of those two.
I want to know if I'm in the middle of an existing thing. Should I run away from all of them? Kind of thing.
These are the questions.
I'm going to go with insight.
Go for it.
Oh no, I accidentally did. At 13.
13? The elf in front of you looks pretty friendly. The other one just got massive. The other one and summoned a ghost you don't know. The other dude looks like I don't know. He's got a very deep V-neck. You don't really know what's going on there.
That's gotta be dodgy.
And D22, what are you doing at the moment?
Content.
Content!
He's looking at his kind of dodgy crossbow, angrily using a spanner to try and get some action
Sure.
out of it.
I think I'm just gonna double take on D22. And
You,
then
I can tell you now, you have never seen anything like this before in your entire life.
over the rock. I'm just like,
Cool. D22, you're up.
Quick question.
Lay it on me.
I want to erect my force ballista.
David!
David!
That's a good.
Yep, cool, lovely.
that's
Thank
come
you.
up with-
Yep, you want to get your force ballista up?
Will that take me an entire action?
That is a bonus action.
Perfect. Okay, so as my action, I may as well run into some cover.
Sure.
And do it. So, I guess I might even push back, to the near side of this. Sort of the pen score, isn't it?
Cool. I will say, I think your ballista. I just want to double check the range on that. Can you just double check the range on what your force ballista is?
Certainly can.
Coming for this area.
Force ballista, AC bonus 2d8 damage. Cannon can walk or climb up to 15 feet.
But what can you shoot
Well.
with? Haven't got it in front of me. It's going to take too long to worry about, so we're just going to say a standard. We'll say 60 feet to use that. So you would need to get closer if you want to get a shot off or get a better angle.
Sorry to interrupt you. It actually says originate from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet.
Well, there you go. From there, you could make a hit if you wanted to. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You're just in range at this point, so if you move back, you're going to move yourself out of range. But you could take cover here next to your little green friend and get a shot off if you wanted and have cover. Cool. Great. So you move up and get down and take a shot. Cool. Which one would you like to take a shot at?
I'm going to go for the nearest one. I think.
The one on the front? Yeah, sure thing. Make an attack roll, please.
Perfect. Right, what one should I go for? I think really this one. This one's been okay to me. That's great. Okay, so I've got 17 on the natural roll.
17. Yeah, that hits. That absolutely hits.
Beautiful.
Roll damage, please.
I'm 2d8s on damage. So where's my other d8? Just here. 6 and 6, 12.
6 and 6. 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Cool. Alexei, you feel your hair singe a little bit as the force of D20s shoots up, hits this guy square in the chest, still climbing to get away from this giant snow elf, slams in the back of the wall. Cool. Lovely stuff. Anything else you'd like to do?
I
think-
yes.
yeah.
Take my hat off, put it up, and then put it back on again.
Cool.
Sort of
Great. Sweet. Back to the top of
I
initiative.
doff my cap to you, Adam.
Giant Meue. You're up.
I'm big.
Oh my god.
Well, howdy there.
Howdy. No, I can't put my voice. Anyway,
tell me what you want to say and I'll say it.
do I take the penalty to movement now that I'm big?
No.
Okay.
I'm just
cool.
going to say no, because it's cool. Go on.
Cool, excellent. My echo is going to move up to Alexei,
Okay.
and then Big Meue is going to move into the three-way. The echo is going to move to Alexei.
Oh, right. Sorry. So, boom.
Yep.
And boom.
Then Big Meue is going to make her way up to these yellow boys here.
Dope. Cool.
Can I get it?
You have reach on these two if you would like, yes.
Excellent. Whack. And I'm dragging my giant flail behind me, and as I go up,
You hear this
and whip it
heavy
forwards.
chain be lifted up. And this poor dwarf, who is still fed by you, by the way, is just pissing himself a little bit. Yeah, make your attack roll, please. Nice.
18
18 absolutely hits.
with a d4. No, wait, is this an 8? Yes, it is.
D4 bonus damage, yeah.
7, 8, 9. That would be 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. You bring the chain up, and the giant blade comes down and immediately cleaves it in two and dies, falling on the ground. dead.
Excellent.
I'm so proud of what I have enabled.
Cool. Action surge.
Okay, go for it.
Smack the next one in within range, please.
Great stuff. Go for it. Make an attack roll,
Cool.
please.
7 plus 6, 13.
13 misses, I'm afraid. You aren't quite able to get, like, your size and your speed is a little bit, like, affected by this. You can't quite get it up
Yeah,
to make the second hit, and it misses on that one.
Slightly. But no, alright. That is my turn.
David.
I would like to use my reaction as the first one dies to, with its final kind of like attempt to sort of spin and fire its heavy crossbow at his friend further up.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
This one up here, or
The one next up.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. Make an attack roll, please.
Okay. know you do this because you.
Yes,
know
I
the
do.
stats.
What is the
Yeah.
modifier?
There is no.
I rolled a natural 2. I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's not going to make a difference.
Like there was too much damage, and like you can
fine.
see the blood trying to keep it together, but it just gone.
I hit it too hard.
You hit it too
You
hard.
hit it too
It
hard.
ruined my class abilities.
I'm sorry, it's
by
a
being
giant
too good.
flail.
Just like a single arm, like. No.
Immediately, all 3 attention on you. They're going to make 3 attacks. That is going
Against
to be
me?
against you because you
You
are
are
giant.
massive.
and
That makes
you can't-
sense. Makes
does
sense.
make sense,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
just
Too threatening.
A 12,
nope.
a 10.
Nope.
Okay, you're fired.
A natural 1.
15.
Nope.
Oh,
Wow.
3 bolts just doof, doof. They hit you, but they don't sink in. They just sort of bounce off
Armor.
your mass. Sure thing. Doing that, seeing the movement, they're now gonna try and get back out of the way. You have an attack of
Come
opportunity
on.
in one of them if you want, including your sentinel if you'd like.
Yes,
But they're
please.
gonna try and get out and try and get a flank.
I'm not
on.
going to take my sentinel because I get an attack of
That is
opportunity
completely
anyway.
fine. Yeah,
That will hit. I rolled a natural 19.
absolutely hits. Make an attack roll. Which one, left or right?
Ooh. This boy.
This boy. Cool.
Yep.
Go for it.
Plus D4.
Always. 5 to 11.
11
Plus
damage.
D4.
No, I rolled the
sorry.
D4 as well.
I
11.
copied looks weak.
You nick him as he runs, and he stumbles a little bit, but still manages to keep up, reloading his crossbow as he goes. The other one turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's going to take cover behind this and start reloading.
Sentinel, the guy's not going to move anyway.
That was
The
this
guy's
one.
got hit.
This one, yeah. I
This one
took
got
that
hit,
one.
not that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hasn't he already moved, though? I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
already-
sorry.
They both went away from me, and I.
Yeah, but the point,
oh,
yeah,
right,
you can't
right,
go
right,
Cool.
anywhere
right.
because you
Yes.
hit
No,
it.
absolutely right. Cool. Right.
But I didn't invoke sentinel on that
Boom,
one. 'cause it
boom,
was just a
boom.
normal attack of opportunity.
Dwarves.
Oh, Sentinel's automatic.
No, I used my reason. I know.
Alexei, you're up.
Oh, hi. That guy who has just been hit.
Yes.
How far away is he from me now?
You would need to get a better angle, which you could do by climbing up. But yeah, you could use your full movement to get up to him if you wanted to.
Then that's what I would like to do.
Cool.
And I'm going to hit him twice.
Go for it.
Smack.
Great.
No?
Carry on with your day.
You climb up thinking this looks easy, and then
Yeah.
and you make 2 feeble
Yeah.
and just
Just going
no,
to put
it's not
both of those
happening.
in there
Good,
because
where
that
they
was
belong.
horrible.
Cool.
Wait, what did you roll?
A natural 3 and a natural 1.
D&D, everybody. Myla, what's up?
Myla is going to scramble up the cliff a little bit,
Cool.
basically just so that she's sort of within supporting distance.
Cool. You can get to there in one move. If you want to use a dash action, you can do that as well, and you can get up another step.
How far away am I from Alexei and Meue now? Like how many sort of...
From Alexei, you're probably about 50 feet, and then I'd say about 40 feet. 50 from Alexei, 40 from Meue.
Okay, does that mean I'm in within 60 feet of that one next to Alexei?
This one or this
that
one?
one?
You are, but it's a difficult shot because of the sheer size, so I'm going to give them half cover.
What about the one in front that's behind the rock?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yep, also half cover, but you are within range of that
Yeah,
one.
fine. Myla's going to point up at that one and be like, I see you, and cast Fairy Fire.
Cool. What's the 7 need to make on that, please?
Dex save 16.
Natural 3. Immediately, just suddenly starts glittering and sparkling. You notice this as well, all the way from down there, still hiding a little bit. Cool. It's now your turn.
Still staring at D22, slightly distracted by all the fighting. Yes, you magnificent creature, protect me from those thugs. Yeah! And as I scream, yeah! I'm using Draconic Cry. Oh! Which does something rather. I can't remember.
It does something.
It does a thing.
it does a thing.
It's good.
We are certain.
Oh no, sorry, my mistake. That's on my enemies, not on my allies. No, never mind. I'm not screaming at you. I like you. Forget that for now.
He puts his crossbow down.
I will cast Shield of Faith on D22.
Absolutely.
Just make sure.
You
Nothing
feel
dings.
like a pressure, a force on you,
Hysteria.
pressing out a little bit, and you just feel a little bit more, not invulnerable, but just like, you know what, I can take this. Your posture improves and you look a bit tougher. Cool.
And just for flavour, can I now be hiding behind D20?
Absolutely. Standing or lying down still.
Still that.
Now we get why the shielding happened.
Cool. D22, you're up.
Cool. Feeling slightly touched by this moment, the homunculus
Spiritually
hat
and
of
physically.
D22 just hovers slightly off his head and back over my new friend, just slightly shielding her as well.
A little. So, what you notice looks like a repurposed wok starts to flutter up and levitate and float down and just hovering just over above you a little bit with little propellers.
And then the slight smile in a beautiful moment ends abruptly as he casts a firebolt up again to the same dwarf that he was going for.
Which one, sorry?
Yeah, this man here.
This one here? Yep,
Yeah,
cool. Yep, you can make that attack. I will say, if you don't roll well enough, you're going to hit one of your two allies because they're also quite close together and it's at the edge of your range.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
Natural one. No! No, is it?
What?
Guy, the minute you said, don't worry, I've got this, I'm like, weird.
Right.
Weird.
I'm just going to roll a d4.
Okay. Right, sorry, I'll just line up.
Roll
my
damage,
healing
please.
spells, Don't worry.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Please
Roll
not
damage,
telling
please.
Roll damage. Oh, I do 2d10s. as
Come
well.
on, roll it.
18.
Alexei.
Oh!
You watch as a firebolt flies up and smacks Myue,
Oh.
in the back of the head. And suddenly, your hair is singed and slightly on fire, and you take, sorry, was that, how much damage was
18
it?
points
You
of
take
damage.
18 points of fire damage.
That's a lot of your health.
I'm just going to peek out and be like, yeah! Get him!
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Guy, you've gone so red.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, D22?
I'm gonna, yeah, I mean, why not? I'm gonna force ballista.
Make another attack roll.
Not on you. No, not intentionally on you.
Who are you attacking this time?
This isn't one. I'm leaving.
Attack someone else!
Okay.
Okay.
It's not great, don't get me wrong.
It's not great. So it's a 6.
But it's not a
Yes,
1.
But I get what would I get?
You get your spell cast. Yeah.
7 plus 1 on my last one.
It's going to be a miss either way. So,
14.
cool. So you both feel the force sort of like pushing you out slightly as it comes up right in the middle. The dwarf ducks underneath as it strikes this rock, and the whole shelf shuffles a little bit.
We can see.
With no other impact. Yeah, it's these earthquake mechanics.
It's so
we've
immersive.
imported from New Zealand. Cool. Lovely stuff.
Aww.
Top of initiative. Meue, you've just been shot in the back of the head.
My health was just cut in half, and my head is on fire.
Don't piss off the Warforged. What can I say?
Not even touching that one.
So it started so well as well.
First things, DM. I made a mistake last round, and I didn't use my action surge because I get 2 attacks at level 5, and I forgot that.
Okay.
So I have my action surge.
That is
still.
completely fine.
Cool. I am going to raise my echo up, and again have her go and stand next to Alexei.
Here or here?
No, other side. Boom. Yeah.
Cool.
And then with my bonus action, no wait, no, never mind that. No. Can I make it to Purple Boy?
With your movement, it would take all of your movement. Yes.
Cool.
You could make it. You could make it to here, not here. You could get just in front.
Yeah,
Because
and
you're
I
gonna go
can
around.
and I can still reach, right?
You can still
Yeah.
reach on that. Yeah.
Cool. Boof, boof, boof. Over Alexei, smouldering my new clothes slightly.
I'm going
flaking
to ask you
off
to make a
and
dex save
breaking.
because the terrain's slippery, it's also slippery for you. So just
I mean,
for fun.
you're
just
a giant.
for fun.
Makes
But I'm a
sense.
giant.
Exactly. It's like
Uh,
other ball bearings.
16.
Yeah, it's completely fine. You get up, and now getting up close enough, you see this well-armored dwarf, a fine beard, braids, and emeralds sort of scattered throughout as well, holding a long blunderbuss, pointing it directly at your chest.
Cool.
Go for it. Make an attack roll, please.
+4.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. It's not a 1, but I don't think
new
that
character.
hits. I don't think that hits. 13.
13 misses.
Cool. Action surge.
Go for it.
No, wait,
No,
sorry.
second
Second
attack.
attack.
Second attack.
Second
Yep, there we
attack.
go.
Yeah, that'll
That's
hit. 19.
19 hits.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Smack. So 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You bring it down, boom, on the top, and he takes a knee slightly as it sinks into his shoulder.
Cool. Action surge.
Go for it.
Smack again.
Yeah.
Same.
Natural 17. Yeah,
17
It's gonna hit.
plus.
+6.
Okay, yeah, absolutely hits. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
12 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Hits again, comes through, cutting the armor now, starting to
Don't
peel off,
forget
having
to add
cut.
your dex to that, haven't you? No. That was 8 and a 4.
Oh yeah, shit. Yes.
Rose can D&D.
I know how
So
to
good
play
at
this game. 18 points of damage. rather.
Okay, he's looking really hurt.
Cool.
As his armor's now peeling off, and you can see the bare exposed shoulder come through.
Yeah. And she just has a thought like, wait, did these guys actually attack us? Before turning to see who set her on fire. And I will use Unleash Incarnation and take an attack at the guy that Alexei is fighting. from my
Yeah,
echo
absolutely. Go for it. Make an
perspective.
attack roll.
Also, don't forget your action surge, so you still get your second attack.
You've
on
got
the
another
other guy.
attack as well for yourself. It's 4 attacks with action surge.
Okay. Putting a pin in that, but that's not gonna. That's
Okay,
not gonna
so
hit.
this doesn't happen. Cool.
No, because I rolled 7. 16
16 misses.
to hit this boy.
16 misses. Yep.
Cool.
He's a bit better armor than the others.
Sorry, 17.
17 just hits.
Oh,
Cool. Slightly better armor. You bring it down on him.
but it doesn't.
I'm not even
matter.
going to make you roll damage on that.
Haha.
Yeah. How do you finish this one off?
For the first hit, he like falls back, and Meiwei's gonna put like her boot up and pin him in place, and just drop the flail.
Metal.
From a high
Literally
elbow.
metal. Well done. Yeah. You come in, foot up, and you just hold it above, and he knows. He just accepts. He closes his eyes. It comes through, and immediately gone.
Would you say that having your hair on fire slightly invigorates his attack?
Super Sandman.
I would say now I don't need a haircut next week.
With that, these other two seeing themselves and their leader get eviscerated so quickly, are going to turn and start to attempt to run. Full movement. You can attack of opportunity if you would like.
Yes, I'm going to do that, please. No, that's not going to do it. That's a 12.
Cool. I'm going to get a free round of attacks from everyone if you'd like to get them before they get away, otherwise they're going to escape.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Movement action dash to get close to the one that's already wounded, please, because I'm not letting him run away. But that's, I'm
Yep,
just putting
cool,
myself
no
in.
worries.
Yep.
Myla?
Myla is that. Oh, actually, Alexei's after those two.
Yep.
That's
You've
sort
got
of
this one
fine.
in range as well, though, if you want.
Okay, yes. I'm sure Meue can be healed at some point.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Myla is going to look up at the one that she has advantage on, which I think is that one.
It
up
is
there.
this one, yes.
Yep. And she's going to just like kind of eye it up and then go like and fire a blade of ice out of.
Go for it. Make an attack roll with advantage, please.
Thank you. So that is 6 plus 8, 14.
14 misses.
Curses.
Sorry, it comes through and is just running
I would
just
murder him so hard.
in the back.
I will shoot with my large
got-
longbow.
sorry,
Unless
these-
yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody else.
Shamini.
I shall peek out and say, "That's right, scram, and don't you come back."
D22. Your mouthy new friend.
D22 again is just furiously working on his crossbow.
Sure.
He's going every step away. Something slightly chinks and he's like, I'm going to go make another attack again.
Cool.
Ideally, the dude that's above where Alexei is, because I do not want to make the same mistake.
Yeah, so you can get a better angle, that's fine.
So how far away is that?
That is right on the edge of his 120
For the crossbow?
for the crossbow.
It's going to be
Ooh.
disadvantage outside
Disadvantage,
of 30.
yeah, on that. It's a straight roll because fairy fire's still on there, so it's a straight roll. On
Using
that.
the crossbow or the cannon?
Using the crossbow first.
Cool. Straight roll then, please.
Yep.
Yep.
19.
19 hits. Roll damage, please.
Okay. 10 plus 1, 6. Oh, not much. 8 total.
Okay. Hits in the side, still limping along.
The force releaser starts whirring on his shoulder.
Go for it.
Fires it off.
Natural one.
16.
Ah, sad. 16
plus
just
one, yeah, plus
16
one,
just
so-
hits. Yeah.
And then with 2 d8s.
Also, isn't that one at advantage?
It is. So roll again, see if you get a nat 20 and crit.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's too many dice.
No, I got 2, so ignore. 12 plus 1, 13.
13. 13 misses.
No, damage.
Oh, damage. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, cool. With that, instantly eviscerated, standing against the wall and just a spatter of blood. Cool. This last one.
That's how you do it.
Myla. Meue,
Meue.
sorry.
Pardon? Yes? No,
Yes.
Oh, that one's still living?
Still going.
Cool.
Just.
Giant longbow.
Cool. If you roll badly, you're going to hurt Alexei.
I didn't. Ish. I might not actually hit though. 16?
16 just hits.
1 minute.
It's just gonna Alexei's just gonna see an enormous
Melee.
arrow
Melee.
just like
What happens next?
Massive arrow goes over Alexei's shoulder and pins the dwarf through the head into the rock onto the floor.
Absolutely love it. You feel the wind of an arrow, giant, like the size of your forearm, just miss, pin the dwarf, and slides headfirst into the rock. And
Oh, and Meue turns around and just yells, Zarsk!
If you don't mind, I'm going to waste no time in sprinting after the guy, and I'm going to grab his wrists and I'll have myself a little bit of a drink.
okay.
But look, they're hidden behind a rock.
Make a stealth check, please.
I mean, yeah.
And you're hidden behind a robot, so...
Yeah.
Perception check at disadvantage.
Natural 19 to 26.
Yeah.
Don't think you can see.
Less.
One way to find out.
Hella perception.
Actually, tell me about it. Don't tell me. Tell me.
la 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 la.
Interesting.
La la la.
Cool. You can replenish whatever units you need from that.
Oh, thank you very much.
The cold air washes over, and after that brief bit of excitement, seemingly quiet for now, except for the skirting and slight screaming of a small green kobold at the feet of D22.
Myla is going to run, like, jump down off her little cliff edge and, like, run straight over
To
Kobold.
sure.
And be like, hi. I assume you are not going to hurt us?
I never actually described them, so I'm gonna
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
describe them briefly. They're a small kobold wearing a big furry hat, a nice cloak, like an animal skin hat. Should have rethought that one. It's in the art.
You're
Nothing
losing
I can
friends.
do. I know. Oh gosh. And a big like breastplate that kind of clonks quite a lot as they move. They're holding like a cane, like a relatively sturdy looking cane with like a bent end, and they're kind of like from where they were hiding, sort of stand themselves up, brush themselves down. They've got a nice sort of ruffled collar, smart sort of, was smart, now it's sort of muddy and slightly old looking. And they will say, no, I am most friendly, and you enjoy the silence. I too enjoy silence. So I think we've got that in common, so that's very nice.
Boof, boof. Just rejoining.
And subtly.
Still a little bit of smoke coming off the top of your head. Echo dismissed or
No, she's hanging around.
Cool.
I'm leaving her up there.
sweet, not a problem.
Oh wait, within
Myla's
30
just
feet
like-
of me, so she doesn't disappear. Yeah.
It would appear that we have made a new friend.
That was most
Who are
fortuitous.
you?
You shot that one earlier. Is that a we?
You shot me.
D22
How do I do southern and large?
Well, hey, honey.
You
So
shot
technically-
You shot me.
David.
So technically, I realised I can't cast enlarge and fairy fire at the same time because they're
Well,
both
I should have
concentration.
known that,
You should have,
so
but so you
we'll
can
allow
assume
it.
that it's
It's
gone
fine.
again
Do you
now
think-
because it's only for a minute.
Mid-sentence.
It's only for a
You
minute.
Shot me.
You
shot me?
Very bashfully hands over a health potion.
The tiniest health potion.
Thank you. Ow.
Sorry, my crossbow hasn't been working properly today. It must be a hangover from the other night still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If each of you would like to just take a moment to describe yourselves and introduce yourselves to your nameless friend.
Yeah.
You were talking first.
Okay, so in front of you is Myla. She is a blue elf, a snow elf, if you will.
Snell.
She is quite short. She's got white hair that's really long and in like a very complicated braid down her back. She has extremely long pointy ears that sort of look like a little silly. And she's got a staff with like a big kind of turquoise orb in it. She's wearing sort of like blue and purple kind of like, I don't know what you call it really, just like bits of cloth,
Rags.
random shit that she's found.
Toga.
Yeah, like she's not really like. And there is a small blue squirrel on her shoulder. Yep. Hi, I'm Myla.
It is very nice to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself to all of you. Kind, lovely folks, I'm sure. My name is Professor Zarsk, formerly Associate Professor of the Demi-Drake Archives, currently a sort of freelance, self-funded sort of entrepreneur, inventor, creative, researcher, future world leader.
Alexei, they're using big words.
You may call me Professor.
The professor is using big words.
Tell me, do you have much money?
Alexei will just pat my on the head a little bit.
I have found that when up here in the wilds of the mountain, it is best to be a little coy about what one may or may not possess.
And they just kind of, their breastplate is quite big, filled with stuff, and they just kind of tap it, and it goes clonk, clonk.
Instead of like armoring them, instead it's leaning down in front of them, and it's full of books and quills and scrolls and all sorts. I've actually sent that out to the group chat as well if you guys want to get a proper look.
Well, I switched my phone off.
It's
okay,
fine.
it's okay.
Thanks to the lovely Erin Gray for sorting this one out. She smashed it again. But anyway, as you were, carry on.
Beautiful. What do you mean by coy? Please define coy.
Who are you?
My name is D22. I am a Warforged artificer. I am an expert trader, an expert negotiator, very strong, great fireball fighter, great shot, great friend, emotive person, and general good guy.
Which one of you all crafted these wonderful alterations?
This is all self-crafted. I belong to no man.
Or woman.
Or woman.
Or person.
Or person.
You did this.
Who did this?
You.
I started out as a humble disposer bot, Mark 49642AA48441296, and over the years I have made myself more powerful and stronger until I become a Titan. You may refer to me as Mr. Titan.
Alexei just we don't call him that. You don't
Mr.
need to.
Titan, eh?
Or,
okay.
allow me to introduce you to a partner of mine. We have recently set up a cast-staff foundation together.
I'm
and
going
we
to
are
need you to stop
basically
talking.
family.
Yes, that's very nice. So anyway, about what you've done here, and I kind of like walk round and kind of like, I think knocking on there.
Is this what I was like?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
exactly
right.
what you
The
were
front
like.
of the chest opens up and just shoots out a long, like, magical Willy Wonka style cabinet full of different trinkets and papers and gems and. You see, I have many fantastic items, but I'm not coy like you are. I'm willing to trade if you would like to trade.
I'm more interested in your skills, your creativity, abilities, Mr. Titan. Most wondrous.
I am very wondrous. What does wondrous mean?
Good.
Good. I am wondrous.
This is very exciting. Have you much in the way of formal education, Mr. Titan?
Yes. A friend of mine once described me as being an expert at the School of Life. But I don't remember my time at said school.
I've not completed a PhD or anything like that.
What?
Disadvantage. You know the rules.
Oh, that's quite high.
Yeah.
So,
It's a sort of qualification.
so, 1 second, let me just add my deception. Also, it's actually an 18, so, yeah. 18. Yes, I am very, very highly skilled and intelligent and well studied, but I like to be secretive about it.
Oh, that's very wise. See, I found it's very wise. Some people are sort of leaning in conspiratorially, just sort of glancing at the rest of the group, jealous
Yes.
of genius.
Some of the members of the group feel this way about me sometimes. I can sense it.
D,
So,
what's a PhD?
I'll tell you later.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, well, very good job on those awful thuggish, what those folks really. Didn't like them at all.
Why were you falling out with them in the first place? Were they your enemies?
Well, they just didn't seem very nice, really.
Did they attack you first?
They attacked me, yes.
I don't think they attacked.
Have you come down on the bad side of Sarek K Fury as well?
I don't know. I came down from up there. I was up there for a while, and then I've been up and down. I've been all over. I know these mountains like the back of my foot. But no, I haven't been.
But you don't know Sarek.
No, I haven't been there. No.
Inside check.
Go for it.
Ooh. Wait. Wow. 21. Yeah. And I was like, really? Yes, no.
Hey, Rose.
Yeah?
You've still got a level of exhaustion.
Fuck.
It's been fine. We've only done combat so far.
15.
15. Okay.
They
No.
got confused.
Okay.
Genuinely,
Go.
not familiar.
The elf who asks you that is actually like a quite tall, slender snow elf as well.
No, more of it. Yeah.
She has, opposed to Myla, very short, choppy, like silver hair that is still smoking and smouldering in places. She has one ear is poking out of her right ear pokes out from her hair with like a little silver earring on it, but doesn't seem to mirror on the other side. She just has battered brown, like traveler's clothes on, battered brown leathers, and a really intricate, well-designed weapon of her silver flail hanging from her belt.
And the top of your hair is singed.
I said that already.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Thank you.
And the only person who hasn't spoken directly to you is human, over about 6 foot tall, very sort of like long, slender build, very much like a scholarly, rich, preppy boy looking type, with a notoriously deep V and a long black coat, who, looks vaguely just somewhere between bored and irritated with everything that's going on at all times.
He looks like that.
Are you a student?
Oh, darling, no. What?
Aren't you a student?
Well, I mean, in the sense of I'm a scholar. So one is always technically studying something, even a professor.
I thought a scholar was a student.
Students tend to be young, brash.
Like you,
thing.
yes.
Yes, young, yes.
Brash, yes.
Oh, really? Am I?
No.
Oh, right. Oh, that was sarcasm.
Yes.
Oh, it was a joke.
It was.
Oh, right.
May was going to turn around and have a look to see no one is sneaking up on them from
Sure,
the
make a perception check.
mountains.
Where's that dragon? I've got that one check. Oh.
Fuck you.
Me?
Perception, yeah, -2.
Disadvantage.
6.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Is it a what?
1.0.
Well, not that this isn't lovely. There seems to be a lot of people on this mountain. Should we perhaps continue our ascent? Professor, I've forgotten the rest of it. Professor, you were going in which direction?
I go in many directions. I have my own
Yes.
secret ways
Yes.
that I will not reveal to you.
Do you want to come with us? We're going up.
We are going up.
Whereabouts up?
Up.
Which direction? Do you have any food, by the way?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
I have unlimited food.
Unlimited food. Interesting. Where specifically up?
I think we mentioned something about titans in the area.
No, we didn't.
No, it was-
We're going to the mines?
We're
Yeah.
going to Frostrim.
Frostrim.
One second.
Can I make a perception check?
D22 homunculus server.
Immediately, yep, go for it. And sleight of hand check. please.
Natural 20. With my +8.
Cool. Hang on, perception check as well.
I'm not there.
Yes.
Oh, this will be good.
Oh, no, we're doing good.
17.
Cool. Can I just get a sleight of hand check, please, Shamini?
Yeah. 12.
So, Professor, as you're doing a great job looking at definitely not a map, immediately behind, you just feel two bodies looking over your shoulder right down. And you get a good view of quite an accurate map of the area.
Oh, your map's so much better than ours.
Does that say Titan? Titan on the
It did.
Oh, stay away from my map, I'm warning you.
We
or
have a
you'll
map
be in-
too.
You do?
Yes.
What's on the map?
As the saying in the Commonwealth goes, you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Do you know
Think
where
you're
that
funny, don't you?
I presume it means, when you have food and the waiter brings off, the servant takes off the bowl at the top. So I'll show you.
That
What
is
do you
exactly
show the
what it
servant?
means. That's exactly
What?
what it means.
What
yeah.
do you show the servant?
His penis.
That's what.
on.
Why would you be so? Oh,
I can't tell
Have
if
you
this
met
young...
yes, but
Is this young man very rude or just not very intelligent?
Yes.
Both. How about that map then?
Well,
June gives a nod as if to say he's got it under control.
Alexei quickly has to turn around.
Meue.
I don't suppose the likes of you would be interested in, huge amounts of power, glory,
No, not particularly.
How about gold?
Probably gold. Wealth. With power comes inevitably wealth. I don't suppose that would be the kind of thing that, the kind of project that you would want to contribute to, invest in.
Maybe. Enough about us. What are you after? What can we offer you?
Well, you're quite good at setting fire to things. And,
Oh yeah, Myla, can I get some help with that, please? I'm a bit beaten down.
Perhaps you'd like to sit down for a little bit.
If you guys want to take a short rest while this conversation's happening, that's also completely fine. It's about
Yeah,
late
that's-
afternoon at
that-
this point.
that
It's
would
about
be
3,
good.
4 o'clock in the
And
afternoon.
then I can natural recovery and get back some spells.
Actually, I take all of that back. Never mind. Nothing for... Yeah, it's fine. Go.
No, I need my action surge back. Short rest it is.
Short rest is fine. Yeah, short rest is fine.
You'd like some fire? I can
no, I want for protection from,
From the dwarves.
Oh, yeah, we can protect you.
Wait, I think you killed them.
No,
There are
anymore.
more.
There's always more.
Yeah, there's a lot of dwarves.
You could say we've already paid our side of the agreement by killing your enemies. Surely looking at your map would be the least you could do.
We have demonstrated our value.
Oh no! I'm going to need you to never do that again.
I like it.
Oh, this is good. I found another way to annoy Alexei.
Right. Okay. So, walk me through this. This.
I'm going up there. You're
Right.
going up there.
Yes, I followed
if
that
you
part.
stop people killing me,
Right.
no kill me.
Yes.
Me safe. Yes?
Right.
Yes.
You get it?
Have you understood it,
Does he understand?
Alexei? Hang on, give him a minute.
No,
Myla
I-
just
I-
breaks
I-
down laughing. Like she's just gone. She's like lying on the floor, like laughing extremely
Back up
hard.
to full.
I have to inquire as to the nature of this power. What is it? Is it an invention, a magical artifact?
All of the above, but I must be coy. That means I'm not going to tell you in case you steal it for yourself and take over the world.
And what is
Bastard
to
with it.
stop you from simply acquiring said artifact and disappearing?
Well,
Do you want to take over the world?
I want to change the world.
In what sense?
All the senses. I
That-
want to be the one in the books, in the history books. I look at the past and I look at the future. And I think with my knowledge of the past, my understanding, my creativity, which I believe my friend Mr. Titan here shares, we, folks like us, have the potential to change the world for the better with the unlimited power that my investment opportunity shall provide.
You're not going to believe. Actually, you will believe this. I've heard that speech many a time before.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
And how many people will suffer and die, / be eaten, / be extorted for this purpose?
I hope none.
So you have good intentions.
I have noble intentions.
They call that just collateral damage in pursuit of business opportunities and titans.
Aren't nobles' intentions normally quite bad?
Yes.
No.
No?
Yes.
No. Well, my intentions aren't bad.
But I thought all your family are nobles and their intentions are always bad.
Well, yes, but I'm not, and I am still one.
Okay,
Yeah, but you're
so
not working
noble
with
intentions,
big
sometimes good, sometimes
Well, it
bad.
depends on the person.
If it's Alexei making it, it's fine.
Or me.
Are you also a noble?
Oh, no. I'm an associate professor. I'm a former associate professor of history at the
Where? Where do you come from? What school did you?
Redon.
Eridan.
Place.
Oh.
It's alright. I sometimes forget.
Make a
how old
history
I am.
check if you like.
May I also, please?
I was going to say, that sounds familiar in the way that maybe it's from where I'm from.
Mr. Titan, you must have heard of the Demodrake Archivum, surely. Surely.
Yes,
There we go.
I've heard of this thing.
All the intellectuals have.
I would like to say, as on behalf of the group, I am the Duelmeister and main negotiator, so I can
Makes sense, yes.
I can offer you personally my security in exchange for the map.
What's the duel master?
Oh, well,
I
can't
think
give
he's
you the
trying
map,
to say
but
deal master.
Okay.
how about this? You and I work together to locate something that will bring power, wealth, and all that. Well, we share the benefits.
So while you mull that over, so Demodrake Archivum, you've definitely heard of through your association to the library, and Alexei, you've heard of but not really had much to do with. So Redon is the capital of the Bronze Commonwealth, the human capital. But the Demodrake Archivum, also known as the Academy of Pasts, is one of the several university institutions within Redon. And while it might lack the prestige of the magical studies you'd find within Filvarel, within the library, or the halls of the seminary crest, you'd be hard-pressed to find more studious individuals than the history buffs of the Archivum. Students and tutors alike, they are married to the work and more than anything are excited about the prospect of discovering or adding to that work, or they themselves potentially being included in the many, many halls and deep scrolls. It is a university focused on history and facts and getting things as accurately right as possible. So yeah, you definitely would have heard of that through association of the library, and you'd know about it through history, but it's old books.
Ah. The Academy of Pasts. Don't like it then?
Southerners.
It has great potential. Unfortunately, the current administration does not always realise that potential. That's why it's so refreshing to find someone like Mr. Titan here who knows what's what.
Right.
Right.
Well, we would love to help you, but we're
Yes.
sort of on our own
Yes.
journey right now.
You can take a detour. It's hardly out of the way. We'll just go up there, up there, up there. You get me to where I want to go.
Where do you want to go?
Point it out to me, and
You can
I'll
trust us,
advise
Professor.
you as to whether or not to share it with this lot.
I slam the map down.
Are you trying to hide it, or are you just showing it?
like
Okay.
open
Cool.
in front of everyone.
And where do you want to go?
And you see various mountains and things
says
marked.
Titan.
They
Yeah.
just slam their finger on the big Titan in capital letters.
Can D22 store this?
Can
in his head?
T22's head explode?
Make a wisdom save to survive. Yeah, you can all see this. You can all make it out. Those of you that understand the untidy writing of the Kobold Professor can see where Frostrom is marked out, where the Titan is marked to be, and a couple of other points, and you can share the map around. And it is reasonably accurate to what Electrum Avenue gave you the day before. What you can surmise is that to go to where the Titan is probably a 1.5 to 2 day detour.
And the rest of the Whispers was also a 1.5 to 2 day detour, right?
In a different direction.
I know,
in
in
a
a different
different-
in a different direction.
In a different direction.
But we didn't want to split off
It
to go
was
for
a-
the Whispers.
it would have been-
So we're not doing it.
If I might be incorrect here, but seeing the graveyard side, it would be easier to keep going the way you're going. If you wanted to go check out the Titan, you would probably come across a lot more dwarves because it will cross the main pathway that's being taken up to Frostrum.
Oh shit.
So
Even more Sarek bitches.
more Sarek bitches to fight on the way through.
Oh no, D22 is just gonna go without us.
It's like throwing choices at you guys is what I do.
This is the key to everything. Now, I wouldn't expect some of you to understand the significance of Titan, but Mr. Titan, named, I presume you're named after an ascent Titan.
So I haven't actually become a Titan yet. Mr. Titan will be my name once I become a Titan.
Oh,
But you can keep calling me Mr. Titan if you like.
this is
My friends
incredible.
know me as D22.
It's probably shorter. Less formal.
Nearly in the horse.
I have a plan, an amazing plan. Unfortunately, there's people everywhere, people with crossbows. I just need a little bit of, muscle.
I have a suggestion. You need
D22
people
looks at us behind the eye,
with
yeah.
muscle to protect you.
Yes.
But where you want to go is a bit out of our way, but we're people with muscle who can protect you. I can even heal you. I can provide unlimited food.
Yes, tell me more about this food.
Oh, just...
What kind of food?
I rather feel we should perhaps stay on topic.
Right, okay.
Yes. So if we complete our mission, you come with us, we'll protect you. We will guarantee your safety.
I'm just going to keep doing it.
But you're gonna have to be a bit more honest about what it is exactly you're looking for. Because
They're looking for the Titan.
yes, but I know a lot of intellectuals who think that they can change the world for the better through their own arrogance. So, what are you looking for?
You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe in the success of my plan. I have studied for decades, and none of them ever.
Threw you out.
I left. They did not throw me out. I quit because.
Inside check. Oh, it's not going to be very
No,
good.
you don't even need to roll on that.
I'm not even going to roll. Alexei does not believe it.
Let's base this one on performance. Go for it. Based on performance, you can think what you like.
You're like us.
I don't think so, dear.
I also left my academic institution.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you quit dramatically? Did you fling down your documentation in the center of the hallway?
Certainly flung something down.
Okay. I like you. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'd rather quit my studies dramatically.
Yeah, that's not the same.
You don't know what I did.
Students not doing their work is very normal and not dramatic or cool. I know you think you're cool.
Alexei's work was so revolutionary that they banned it.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's a little bit cool.
Which is good for a student.
Oh,
Student of life, Alexei. Student of life.
yes, so it would seem. I'm a student of patience today.
You're doing very well.
So well. Right, we have a task here that we must see to. Once that is complete, then, well, we would most likely be going to the Titan anyway, so...
Yep.
Why?
Because of him.
Oh, of course, yes, well, yeah.
What is
Curious
it
mind.
that you're looking for there, Professor?
I'm not looking for anything. I have plans.
Right,
What are your
what are your plans there?
I'm not telling you my
Then
plans.
we won't help you.
Then I shall.
Die on this mountain.
It's possible. It's possible, and it will be a glorious death.
Will it?
All right, well, shall we? There's a mountain to climb.
All right, let's go.
I'll tell him.
D20 is going to put his arm around Kobold and be like, I have learned that it is good to trust these people. I am also a victim of persecution. People have turned their back on me because I steal from them and kill them.
On the horse's mouth.
I don't want to tell them my life's work just so they can dismiss it and laugh at me and say, that'll never work.
I understand, mate. And D20 just leans in slightly, being a bit more charming. Totally, mate. I understand.
You get it.
Legs off an horse.
I get it, mate. I feel like we get each other.
We get each other. You and I could do great things.
Oh, Meue, they're doing that thing you do when you get drunk and talk to random strangers. You know, where you're going.
Yeah.
You and I, we're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yep, I recognize it. Go on,
He
go
hasn't
on.
even had Blue Root today.
I think his Aiden is showing. Go on.
I think we should welcome our new friends. They will offer us plenty of new opportunities for all of us to benefit.
I'm very willing to be a bodyguard.
Of course we could help you, Professor. I just want to understand what we're doing. No disrespect intended.
You would not understand.
I think you could rather, and I would-
Try us.
Yes.
I will share with you my goals. They are lofty.
Seagulls?
Goals. Listen.
Ambition aims for achievement and so
Got
on
it.
and so forth.
I plan to reactivate the Titan. I shall not share with you how, for that has been the
I
subject
heard
of
that
my
gasp.
life.
The internet heard that gasp. Sorry, Carrie.
Many people doubt that this can be done, and I'm sure some of you may fall into that limited camp.
Nope, I think we all agree that can probably be done.
Yeah, why not?
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Power! Wealth! Changing the world!
You want to
Prove to
take over the
people
world
who-
with a Titan?
Not take over it, change it.
Change
do
it to be in your
things.
control?
I'm not a politician. I will be.
You want to prove
The
the people who kicked
architect.
you out wrong.
But that would be. This is for. I'm doing this for noble reasons.
That's a noble reason.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that wouldn't be. They didn't kick me out. I quit.
The people who made you quit,
I didn't make me quit.
you could rub a giant
I
titan
could
in
do
their
better,
face. Yes,
and that's not why I'm doing it.
No.
But that would be
a benefit.
a small side benefit.
Silver lining.
Exactly.
Silver, metallic, titanic.
Very big line. Yes,
Great episode title.
Very Titanic lining.
Since our new friend mentioned reactivate the Titan, D3 got stuck on that like Mac refreshing.
You see one of the eyes, it's a little rainbow pinwheel just going off.
Needs a control delete.
Hold down the on and off switch. Just come
Not
on.
the last what feels like 2 days of conversation haven't been lovely. Should we
All right.
perhaps begin our ascent?
Yep. How good are you at climbing?
Very good.
Are you okay? Good.
Are
If you make me
are-
big, I could probably
Are
carry
you
him.
actually very good?
For an academic, for a senior academic who spent a lot of time teaching history, yes, I'm not bad.
Alexei. They said they're good at climbing, so obviously they must be very good at climbing.
Star or anything.
It'll be fun to at least watch them try.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take point. I believe it's referred to as.
Ratio.
No, that would be silly because then
Meue
we've
starts
oh,
running up.
God.
DM, do I need to make any kind of check to start legging it up the mountain?
What I will say, so it's late afternoon, it's about 4 o'clock now after the short rest and everything else, so considering you are a little bit tired,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have
Right.
someone make a survival check and someone else to roll a d4 to determine what weather's going to come in because it's going to affect what the next leg of the journey looks like. You've probably given it winter, you've probably only got about 90 minutes of usable
Yeah.
about 90 minutes of usable light left, so this is going to impact what it's going to look like. So we'll get weather first, please. 3. Okay, lovely.
Oh yes. That is a 27.
Great.
Holy balls.
Looking at the scribbles, which looking closer don't really compare to Zarsk's map, you have a pretty good idea on the way to sort of go through, and you manage to at least scale the steps and get to the top reasonably easily. As you are nearing the top section, thank you. If you're nearing the top section, dark clouds do start to come in over top, and a small flurry of snow does start to hit, which doesn't impact the snow elves at all. And D22, you're creaking a little bit. Alexei, you're starting to feel the bitterness of the cold a touch. You with a warmer jacket, you've been trudging this for a little bit now, so you're doing okay, but you're breastplate bag that's in front of you is definitely starting to fill up, and you're constantly having to like dig the snow up that it's catching as you
D22
go.
realises after quite some time he puts his umbrella up a little bit too late. Even though everyone's wet.
Cool. But you climb to the top. Dismissed Echo now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
Lovely stuff. But you come to the top. The sun is now cresting. You've probably got maybe an hour before you guys are going to start getting tired. You can push on through and try and get a head start, or before you make camp. What would you like to do?
I'm happy to push on. I'm feeling fine. How's everyone else doing?
It's a little bit cold.
Randy,
What?
is that the right word?
No.
I mean,
Energetic.
sometimes. Oh, no, not exactly. Doesn't mean energetic, but yeah.
I was going to suggest if it's starting to snow, perhaps we should use.
It's very light. It is cold. It's still very light.
Oh, yeah,
so it's fine.
Alexei's just going to
Sure.
assume, nihilist that he is, that it's going to get worse. Should we not try and find refuge under some of these larger stones?
Well, what's the
Yeah, what's
terrain looking
So
like
as
around us?
So as
At
you
the
get to as you get to the top, it sort of opens out now that you're in more of a valley as well. I'll have a new map when we come back from a break, with large mountains on either side, and you can sort of just in the very distance notice little flickers of flame as what you can only assume are carts moving along back and forth in the far distance, which would have been the route you would have taken before. There are rocks and other sort of sorts of hills and foothills for the foreseeable at this point under the cloudy sky, but it looks like reasonably flat, if not a slight incline of steady climbing rather than these steps that you've been dealing with the last hour or so.
Maybe let's wait here where there's a bit of cover before we start taking that incline, which looks a little bit more open.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
If anyone would like to make a survival or a perception to just find a place to camp.
I wonder.
Myla,
I will
you know the outside world.
help as best I can, if you'll allow it.
If you're
21.
proficient, 21? Never
Yeah.
mind.
In either perception or survival. I can roll
Oh,
with...
I'm not proficient in either.
Cool. So with a 21, you trudge on for maybe 10 minutes just trying to find somewhere because the wind's starting to pick up a little bit now as well. And you do see, sprouting out of some of the rocks, a large ivory white tree without any leaves on it at all, sort of reaching up. And just a few twisted branches, not gnarled, just sort of smooth out a little bit, just sort of sitting. But there's no hollows or anything, but it would at least give you guys some refuge and a bit of respite from...
Do I
from the sun.
recognise this type of
You
tree?
can make a nature check if you'd like.
I am a druid with terrible nature, and that is a
Ooh.
natural one.
You've never seen this tree before in your life. In fact, you don't even know what a tree's doing up this high in the mountains.
You know what
Do you
tree
know what a
is.
tree is? It's like, whoa. What is that?
All you notice that it is very white and it is very clean and it's just vibing. It's just treeing.
Trian.
It's just
Tree.
treeing.
Trian. Ibi Trian.
It'd be treeing, but there's not a leaf or anything. It's just bare wood.
Cool. Okay, this looks like provide us with a bit of back cover.
Bless you.
Can even climb it. This seems like a reasonable place to stop.
Perfect then.
We could put a sort of tarp up through some branches if we've got one.
I don't.
Okay, we can make a sort of snow burrow. We're quite good at that.
Lovely. Right. Do you want to get started on that? And we could take the first watch, Professor. I rather assume you'd want to sleep or something.
I wouldn't mind some rest, but I'll pull my weight. You know, like I said, I've been
Wonderful. What can you do?
around these. I can.
What's your speciality?
I
Don't say knowledge.
teach history mainly, but
Sorry, I apologise. I realise that we've just thrown that out at you without giving you any idea. As you know, I'm a scholar, but also a trained duelist. Meue is a librarian.
I'm from the library at the Val as a fighter.
you're from the library at the Val.
I am. Hi.
Oh, you're you're sort of
I'm Meue. Nice to
good.
meet you, Professor.
Meue. On good terms with the librarians there.
Yes.
Pally, buddy, pull a few strings, get a
Enti-
few favors.
Entirely possible.
And it's a very nice library.
It is.
I wish I could say the same for the librarians, but I'm sure they were just having a bad day.
Well, I can't say I disagree with your assessment of the librarians. They can be a crotchety old lot, can't they?
I know, yeah, I'm warming to you.
Isolationist.
Alexei just stood behind me, going.
It's odd, isn't it, that one?
Hello.
It is. We could definitely discuss
Yeah.
some opportunities in relation to the vow. Why not?
Interesting. A longer term project, but just, it's good to meet a fellow,
Either way, I don't read things, I hit things. From the Whisper Conclave.
someone has to.
I studied at the library.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are your pals? Could you get me in? Did they let you take books out?
No.
No.
They really ought to let people take books out.
I don't know. I read a lot of them. They weren't very good. A lot of spells. Quite boring ones.
We will need to educate you. Books are not boring. You are just not applying yourself properly. We'll work on it. I shall make you some excellent recommendations for history textbooks that I think you will find most intriguing.
I got you a book.
Yeah. The librarian books are terrible. The library
Oh,
books
right.
are full of spells.
Oh.
Or
Not-
maybe. Sorry, go.
No. It's okay.
Or maybe later, Professor, we could take watch together and discuss the library.
Yes.
So-
Right.
For the sake of brevity, you set up camp rather effectively, and you found yourself quite sheltered and at least in a position to have, though not the most comfortable sleep you've had, still a calm night overall. Who was taking the first watch?
So we were going to do it.
Yeah,
Cool.
I volunteered you.
Perception checks from both of you, please.
Oh shit, my pointer's on.
11 from me.
19.
Cool. You, struggling a little bit with cold, don't seem to notice much at all, and you, being a little bit keener as the last bit of sunlight comes through, also notice, at least at this point, it's clear. No sounds, no sight, nothing to worry about at this stage. You complete your watch. Who is next?
Myla is sulking.
Aw,
Okay.
but why?
So you two can take the watch. You two can have your chat about the library.
Oh no.
No, we're gonna focus on the sulking stuff. Midway through your watch, as you guys are talking about the library, Myla is sitting up sulking by herself.
Myla, do you want to join?
Nope.
Why not? I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I was doing a thing, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yep, I'm totally fine.
Are you sure? And I just come over and thump down quite roughly next to you. What's up? Did I upset you earlier?
No, you didn't. No. Maybe I should have applied myself better, and then I would have been better at the learning, and then everything wouldn't have happened, and I'd still be at the Val.
Why would you want to be there? You hated it there.
I did. But
Don't-
it would have made everyone happy.
Don't worry. Everyone? Who's everyone? You need to just worry about yourself. You seemed very possessed of your own intention when I met you. You knew what you wanted, and it wasn't to be there. Don't doubt yourself just because we met this stuffy old professor who seems to take... Basically, him and Alexei can be best friends any time now.
I think that might take a while.
I don't. You're in bed. Should we bet?
Absolutely.
Either that or one of them murders the other within the first day.
That one's much more likely.
That one's much more likely.
You're asleep.
I'm sorry. And I whisper this really low in the hopes that Professor Zarsk will not hear. It's like, I just need to find out what they want. I just need to find out what they want with our library.
Oh, probably to learn things.
No, very much. Definitely. But maybe something more nefarious than that. I don't trust them.
Why is everyone using big words today?
Maybe something more evil than that.
Okay.
I don't trust scholars, especially not disgraced ones.
But you're... Alexei's... Why...
Why don't you try and...
This isn't helping.
I'm just gonna have a chat with Cyril.
Alexei less likes to read and learn things. This person has a goal, and that can be terrifying. That can be bad.
Don't you have a goal?
But not with great knowledge, not with a Titan. Not potentially having been kicked out of one library and trying to buddy up to the other.
I got kicked out of a library.
Yes, but you're not trying to reawaken a Titan and trying to lie to us about getting kicked out of your last
I'm
library.
currently assisting in trying to reawaken a Titan.
Myla, will you stop splitting hairs with me? I'm trying to go talk to the professor.
Okay, go talk to the professor. Me and Cyril have a chat.
You
How's your
sit
day, buddy?
as you sit and talk with Cyril, and you're feeling a little bit low. The clouds part a little bit, and you spot in the far distance through a tiny gap is Raleigh, the moon that normally hangs over the valley. You can see it just like a pinprick far in the distance, marking where what was once home. You look out, and the light, you look, and there's like a little spotlight coming from the moon through the clouds, and just slowly working its way up, like a tiny little spotlight coming up. And you watch, and it comes up, and it's maybe the size of your fist. And it comes up the side, and then it hits the tree. Thank you. And it takes you a second to realize what's happening, and Cyril's like there with you as well. You notice as the light hits the tree, silver leaves are visible, not growing, just suddenly visible in the light of the moon. And it says it traces up and over. A silver leaf will come and then disappear, as if being revealed, until suddenly the spot stops at the heart of the tree, about half a foot above your height. Do you go to investigate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. As you stand up and you start to work towards it, you start to have a pulling feeling, not unlike what you felt
With the
With-
clover.
with the clovers and with pine stub not so long ago. And as you look and you glimpse, you see a tiny little blue crack on the front of the tree pulling you in. What would you like to do?
It's happening again. That's weird. Yeah, I know you don't know what it is. Kind of want to have a look at it. But also, do we not have guards?
I mean, you're not the one on watch right now. Professor and I are. I'm not there.
But I'm not on watch. We do have a mission.
Do you want to do something stupid? Echoes in your head.
What would you like to do?
Myla's gonna like reach out a finger and like go like close her eyes and be like,
Sure. Okay.
and also be going, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Stick it in.
Yep.
And you deserve that.
Ooh.
You remember last time when you touched things, they aged quickly and died. This doesn't seem to happen. But instead, you do feel something wrap around your finger,
I'm gonna sort of open
like
my
a
eyes and
vine.
look.
And what you notice is one of the plants that you saw in the vent growing, and a clover with 4 leaves on it, light blue in color, on your finger.
Hello, little buddy. Gonna like sort of gently like,
It comes with you, and then
hey,
you've got a little magic item, which I'll show you in a minute.
I'm gonna call you Cliver.
Very good. I appreciate that
Thank you
for,
very
for many reasons. You also seem to notice that the crack is a little bit wide and almost like you could look through it if you would like to make a perception check.
Yes, we would. Oh, god damn it. 17.
Okay,
Wait, is that right? 8. 9 plus 8.
17. Cool.
Okay.
So, feeling a bit more confident and not suffering the consequences you thought you would, you slowly creep up to it. And it's like a little keyhole in the tree. You place your eye up.
Fuck.
Looking through, you see purple fire and a large, desolate wasteland. And it's just looking through a doorway and just sort of make out glimpses on either side. But a mirror of where you're standing now on mountains, husks of long, not rotting, but almost like dusty bodies sort of walking through, sorrowful, long, sad faces. drooped hair, all quite tall, long ears which also drooped at the side, all of them seemingly walking, almost being pulled in a certain direction. I'll let you make one more perception check as you start to feel the light move on and the hole close.
20, not natural.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. As you, with the dirty 20, you look up and you notice the further you look out, reality seems to bend and warp a little bit the closer it gets to the sky, and Erin walking around. And there's maybe about 10 to 12 people walking, but at the same time walking, but almost moonwalking because they're being pulled back, being pulled in one direction up towards the sky, where you see a moon the exact opposite direction of Raleigh. And as the light moves on and the hole closes, you feel yourself being pushed back slightly, and that yearning to look in there disappears. But what you can only see is the Feywild on fire. And that's where we're going to end. No, we're going to take a break. 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 That's when we're going to take a break. Woof. We're back in about 10 minutes. Welcome, Shamini, by the way.
Welcome! Oh my god!
Yes.
Nice to meet you. What an entrance!
Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that soon.
What a character.
It's been good. It's been good. Cool. Be back in about 10 minutes. Let's say about 9:15. All right. Stay frosty, and we'll do some mid credits. Thanks, tech team. Love you very much. We'll see you in a sec.
Greetings, peasants. Alexei Karstav here. I hope you're enjoying watching me in the show. I'm doing a fantastic time this week.
We wanted to thank the people who all make the show so great.
Oh, God's sake. Yes. There's Erin Gray, who did a truly beautiful rendition of My Lovely Face.
And everyone else.
And them. There is Michaël Ghelfi. I do this every time.
Ghelfi.
Ghelfi, yes, he does the very heroic music that you see me being very handsome in. Finally, who else do we have? We've got...
There's Sticky Fingers, who does all the amazing maps that we get to fight on, or sometimes not fight on and immediately leave. There's Loki Fellows, who also does amazing episode art, and she does all the show animations, which is like super talented.
We also have that, the social media sorceress, Tanya Ghahremani. What is it with people and titles, honestly? It's so gauche. And we also have Jepha and Nate doing their technical wizardry behind the scenes.
There are links for absolutely everyone in the description, so you should go check them out because they're all awesome and really so much more talented than we are.
Than you. Greetings, peasants. Alexei Karstav here. I hope you're enjoying watching me in the show. I'm doing a fantastic time this week.
We wanted to thank the people who all make the show so great.
Oh, God's sake. Yes. There's Erin Gray, who did a truly beautiful rendition of My Lovely Face.
And everyone else.
And them. There is Michaël Ghelfi. I do this every time.
Ghelfi,
yes, he does the very heroic music that you see me being very handsome in. Finally, who else do we have? We've got...
There's Sticky Fingers, who does all the amazing maps that we get to fight on, or sometimes not fight on and immediately leave. There's Loki Fellows, who also does amazing episode art, and she does all the show animations, which is like super talented.
We also have that, the social media sorceress, Tanya Ghahremani. What is it with people and titles, honestly? It's so gauche. And we also have Jepha and Nate doing their technical wizardry behind the scenes.
There are links for absolutely everyone in the description, so you should go check them out because they're all awesome and really so much more talented than we are.
Than you. Greetings, peasants.
and welcome back. Thanks for your patience. We were just getting a map which sounded to be way too big for the table, and you'll see it in a minute, I'm sure. It's fucking massive. So, before the break, our heroes met Professor Zarsk, the genderless kobold, with a class of indeterminate origin at this point as well. Hiding from some dwarves, which they may or may not have antagonized, I think is the best way to put it.
They would never antagonize anyone.
After a brief
What are you
fight
saying?
and a longer discussion, the parties come to a somewhat tense agreement about what the next steps will look like. And as the evening wound down and watch is being taken, Myla looked to a bare tree which seemed to be reacting somehow with the moon with the light of the elven moon in the far distance. And after looking through a keyhole created by this light, saw what appeared to be what was left of the Feywild in purple fire, and with the very space and gravity being forced and stretched towards a moon on the other side of the keyhole. Myla, having seen this, what happens next?
Myla kind of stumbles back from it. She's still got Cliver wrapped around her finger. That... I don't understand.
The light moves on, and you see a few silver leaves on the branch as it leaves off and then just carries on down the mountain path.
She's going to reach up to where she just saw the silver leaves. Can she feel them?
No.
She's going to walk back over to where she was sat sulking before and sit back down. And instead of looking sulking, she's now looking kind of thoughtful and possibly slightly haunted. And she has a little clover wrapped around her finger. Thanks, buddy.
Anyway.
So, like, they were all just so stuffy there and focused on their work and just...
Can you imagine?
No one ever wanted to have any fun. And I swear to God, I swear to Ione, every single person felt like they had a magic wand shoved up their asses. It's just...
that sounds so difficult for you. I empathise.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
I bet that you weren't very well understood at your place of work before, were you?
Oh, no, that lot. Well, you see, at least at the archive, the library let you take out the books. See, that to me seems like a sort of basic courtesy to the researcher to allow them to take scrolls, textbooks, back to somewhere comfortable where it can be laid out.
Of course.
I
Any professor of high esteem at the library has their own quarters, and they can take whatever
really?
materials they need there for research.
That's the kind of thing. I mean, I think I got off on the wrong foot with some of the librarians, and the other issue is, of course, information, should be available to serious scholars. I would say
Absolutely.
all information.
I couldn't agree more.
And since you associate with them, perhaps at some point in the future, you and I could go and you could just let them know that I am a serious scholar.
Well, at the moment, our trajectory takes us in the direction of a great deed for the Val and the library. So,
Oh, really?
if you were to accompany us,
Oh, this thing that you've got going on, what's that?
we're chasing a man named Zarsk Cave Fury, a dwarf.
That sounds very dull.
They were taking information from the library and from the Val and have been making Rylinthium weapons.
Really?
Yes.
And that's bad, is it?
Very bad. Rylinthium is a stone that's kept in the Val, and it is used to heal and help people. And now, this dwarf has corrupted the knowledge of my home, and I have been sent to retrieve it.
We wouldn't want that at all. So what you're saying is that if I were to help you with the Zarsk.
Capturing Zarsk Cave Fury?
Yes. That would be essentially a favour for the library.
A massive favour.
Kind of thing that, you'd have to take me seriously then. Oh, no, you can't take the scrolls out. Oh, get out of here. Scroll thing. No, it was a misunderstanding. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm coming along that way anyway, so yes. This is
You would never be allowed to leave the Val with the knowledge, but...
What?
You're not allowed to leave the Val with the knowledge that you find in the library, but you're allowed to research in the library as much as you like.
And I'm not allowed to leave.
Not with it. You can't take original texts. You can make copies.
You do know that the knowledge will be in my head once I've learnt it enough.
Not much of a reader myself, but...
Okay, because knowledge
yes,
goes with you.
Learning, lots of fun. I've heard so much about it from Alexei.
Okay.
Reading.
Okay, fine, you can't take the texts out, but perhaps access to some of the more,
I would imagine that there will be all amounts of favors due to you if you were to help us.
But not taking the texts out.
I guess that would be a question for one of the head librarians.
All right. Well, I something for the future. Maybe something to go see. Interesting. I certainly wouldn't mind, being back in the library's good books again. Of course, when my plan succeeds, that might all become a little bit moot because, obviously they'll know who I am then. They'll take me seriously then.
Everyone will know who you are then.
I would have thought so. I would have thought so.
When you use the Titan to show everyone your power.
When I bring it back, they say it can't be done, but I have plans and. Yes,
how are you going to bring it back? How are you going to bring it back?
That
With great magics?
The result of very many years of research. It's not. Okay, I will admit it's not guaranteed to work, but I think with your friend Mr. D22, I think we have a very good chance, and that kind of ability lost these days. We haven't been able to do something like that. Those Titans were impressive creatures. You know about the white dragons? You know about the white dragons? You don't know.
No.
Well, anyway, they were fighting the great ancient powers, and to have that kind of power back in the world again, I think that could be very, very useful.
I can't wait to hear more about what you would do with that. That sounds
Okay, well,
genius.
I haven't really. That's good. I mean, no one ever thinks. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, I suppose I don't have any fixed plans, but if you wanted to dig a hole, people like holes, don't they? Farmers and that. So
Yes.
it could dig a hole for you. If there were a white dragon.
Yeah.
We would hope there wouldn't be, if there were, that's kind of the point.
Would you use it to make sure that everybody treated each other well?
Oh, yes, that would be good, yeah, stopping wars, yes, so,
Like some kind of big overseeing lawmaker?
I suppose if it would be useful for law enforcement, it's quite big, though, I feel like more grander.
I meant on a bigger scale.
Yeah, so if there were two countries, they were having a war, and they're killing each other, you could stomp into the middle and be like, no, don't.
I love this idea.
Oh, God, yeah, now that I think it through a bit more, I'm getting more and more attached.
There is so much that you can do with it.
Oh my God, and I just think the world deserves to know
That you can do this.
Well, I will be obviously the one behind it all. I don't need any great credit or anything, but obviously the wealth. I will. Obviously, as I promised.
Do you pilot it? Is it sentient like D? Because that could be scary.
Well, from my research, they are sort of autonomous. Yes. You don't pilot it. They
Okay. So there might be a giant version of D22.
Oh, lovely thoughts. Oh yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, he is the best.
Isn't he wonderful?
He is wonderful.
Have you seen all the little bits bits and bobs and all the.
yes.
Oh, it's just. Oh, it's
D22's ear is just like a dog when I hear a sound.
The snoring MP3 still going in the background, but still very aware.
Whereas Alexei is thrashing like in the middle of a nightmare.
And as you ruminate and your watch does come to an end, just want to check, Myla, is there anything else you want to do before we come to the end of the long rest?
She's just sitting. She's thinking.
Is Myla going to sleep tonight?
Oh, I slept before.
Oh,
when
you've had
these
your...
two were on watch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's how many hours is one watch? 2 hours?
2 hours for
Okay,
each
cool.
one, yeah.
She'd probably do like 2 and then 2. Like
Still
she's
time
gonna sleep.
Still time to do the
Yeah,
daily
absolutely.
meditation
Yeah,
required.
And I,
No more exhaustion.
I will say, you have all successfully completed a long rest. Meue, for the first time in 4 episodes, is no longer exhausted. And given how relatively early you went to bed, you all awake at the crack of dawn, about 5 o'clock in the morning, to the sun just beginning to peak and crest over the top of the mountains. And the morning is yours.
Bright and early, let's go, let's get cracking, let's go.
You're such a morning person.
Everybody, let's get up and get going.
You mentioned food. What about coffee?
Oh, I don't do coffee.
What do you mean you don't do it? What do you do?
I can't make coffee, I can just make some berries.
Berries?
Yeah, but they fill you up.
Yeah, but how many berries? What variety of berries? Berry sponge cake, berry compote.
No. It's part of a spell. Myla is able to conjure sorry, not 10. Is it 10?
I think it's 30.
There you are.
It's a lot of berries.
A lot
It's a
of
handful
berries.
or something.
One of them is all the sustenance you need for the entirety of a day.
That sounds awful.
Apparently they taste quite good. I think they taste alright. Meue says they taste quite good.
Yeah, they're good. They
Yes.
taste like the berries from the veil.
I enjoy them.
Well, no, we cannot have luxuries when we're on important missions, can we? Fine, give me your berry.
Oh, I can't make them right now.
Please. The word is please, Professor.
Why not?
Well, I sort of have to think about what I want to be able to do, and didn't think about doing that one. I haven't quite worked out how it all works yet. None of them really understand how the whole spellcasting thing works. I don't really understand how my spellcasting thing works. It's all very new and familiar to me.
Is this because you quit school?
No, I could do all the stuff for school. I just did it wrong.
She could do her stuff without school.
Yeah.
She didn't need no school.
Nature.
Yeah, nature.
That's a double negative. That would imply that you actually do need school.
Good morning, Alexei.
Good morning, Meue.
So, what would you like to do? Are you casting Goodberry or...?
No.
Okay, that was a genuine question.
No.
Fair enough.
Oh no,
No berries,
She
not good
very
berries, no
specifically
berries.
was like,
Can I get someone to roll for
berries.
weather, please, just before we get on to the next?
I did the last
like-
one, so.
Shamini, go on.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to check. How's Myla doing after her
Myla
witness
is
last night?
putting on the perkiest face she possibly can.
Great stuff. Keep it up.
Did that, item card just say, this thing has stolen your soul?
I am extremely perky.
3 for weather, which is what we got last time. Cool. The
More
clouds
snow.
and the light flurry. It's a lot less heavy than it was last night. But there's still a light flurry that sort of falls out. And as the 5 of you wander out into the open, passing through, you find yourself now across these great plains with massive peaks on either side, but otherwise quite flat. Rocks covered in snow, quite barren. But it's up to you. Actually, you want me in the front. You're going to be hiding behind deer, aren't you? So.
Yes.
I love snow. Snow's great. Snow's falling. Always some big plains. Great big plains. Love big plains.
You sure you don't do coffee?
Absolutely. I don't really know. I can't conjure coffee.
No, you just seem very turned up to 11
Good
this
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Yep, fine. Totally fine.
Is there something? What, did you do something stupid?
I found
Did you?
Cliver.
Huh?
This is Cliver.
And you see a
There's a plant.
blue
Right?
plant wrapped around her finger.
Oh, you found a flower. You got a flower.
I mean, I think it's a plant. It's not got petals and
I mean,
things.
same thing, no?
Sure. Cliver.
Hi, Cliver.
One is, of course, inclined to ask, where did you come upon Cliver.
Hello, Alexei. I came from a tree.
Right. Oh, but
It wasn't really the plant talking. It was actually this young elf here pretending.
No.
Don't be
So you know how you
confused.
can sometimes speak with animals. Now you can speak with plants.
You're confusing him.
no, he's not confused.
Well, you are very smart, Alexei. Let me explain it to you. So, sometimes Myla can speak to animals,
I'm going to keep talking. Where did Cliver come from?
the ground.
I told you it was a tree. I'm
Plants
sorry,
grow
I'll stop.
on the ground.
It was a tree.
Even
it came from a tree.
Dino.
Alexei, make a nature check.
Where do plants come from?
12.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. You've read somewhere
What is plant?
that plants generally come from the ground. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was no plants around the ground when we
Quite
set
notably
up.
bare.
We were at snow.
Well, maybe if you rolled better, you'd know where it came from. But that's
Cliver came from a magical hole in a tree.
What?
Right. Now, first of all, shut up, because clearly I was right. What?
Magical hole in a tree.
How it fell out of the tree?
No, it was growing out of the magical hole in the tree.
Right. Okay, and let's focus on the magical hole in the tree for a second now. What happened then? You just
I stuck a finger out. I stuck this finger out,
right.
and then Cliver kind of grew around it, and then came out when I sort of pulled my hand away, and now Cliver.
Wait, this actually happened? This is that tree?
How on earth would you think this wouldn't happen from my perfectly reasonable story?
I mean,
It seems reasonable to me. I don't know what everyone's getting so hung up on it.
I just thought you had it in your pocket or
Plants
something.
grow in trees. It seems
And on the
normal.
ground, Alexei, as well.
You're learning today. So much.
Don't kill them. Don't kill them.
The professor could be so helpful for you.
Oh.
Teaching.
You need tutoring, history tutoring.
He doesn't really like books too much, so it might be a bit of a hard sell.
Most
Alexei
of my
likes science.
students-
Perhaps you could teach him science.
Shut up. Right. Magical portal in a tree. You pull a thing from it.
Yes.
Right. Well, first of all, haven't we fucked around with portals enough in this group?
This was a
When?
nice portal.
Other than that one with you, but other than that, we
Oh,
haven't
it was
found
also
any
at that portal.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Don't you recognise Cliver?
No, I was a bit too busy being kicked through a time portal.
That is possibly fair.
Wait, you went into a time portal?
No.
I never came out of a time
I
portal.
think I reached into the Feywilds. I assume I did. I would have recognised that it was like, yeah. I
How
got
was
sort of
this
vague.
not
No,
wake
okay.
everyone up
I
and
reached,
tell us?
I
thing?
reached into some sort of other mirror realm.
Right.
It was on fire.
What?
Yeah. There was a lot of very sad corpses being drawn towards a mirror moon of our moon.
That sounds perfectly normal.
Yep, totally fine. Let's all get going.
Yes, come on then.
Are you okay?
Absolutely fine.
Stepping out
okay.
into the wilderness. I would like someone to roll a d8, please, to see what lays before you in these open mountainous wastes.
I can't not have
An 8. Oh, you-
Yes,
okay.
Describe
A
it.
dragon. Yeah. No,
You
we're
just
fine.
draw
We're fine.
it
We're fine.
around
Fine.
your
Cool.
I need to
finger.
get a little one.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, cool. So, as you wander out, talking and joking at Alexei's expense, as you all do.
He's getting progressively more and more furious.
Okay, what are you doing, Alexei? Are you with the group? Are you walking ahead of the group? Where
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fully like 5 to 10 feet ahead. Arms are folded. Head is lowered. Annoyed.
Fine.
Come on, Alexei!
G22 is bringing up the rear, and he's got a bit of a cloth, and he's using his crown-like ring to draw himself as a titan. It's like a 5-year-old has drawn it, like big long legs himself.
I would like you to do that for real as well, if you can.
Like
please.
little tiny us
Yeah.
is like around the bottom.
Okay, great. Myla, Meue, Zarsk, what are you all up to?
Oh, you should cast enlarge on D22 and fulfill his titan dream.
Myla will
scoot on ahead to Alexei
Okay.
and be like, sorry. It's just so fun. It's fun to annoy you and wind you up. You're very easy to wind up. Have you thought about being less easy to wind up?
Alexei is genuinely angry with all the physical responses that occur. His looks at Myla. It's like, yes, I'm rather aware. I am trying very very hard to remain calm.
Don't worry, I still think you're more of a scholar than the professor with a DHP.
PhD.
Yes, that.
It's a sort of qualification.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
It doesn't really mean very much.
Maybe going to look around for more dwarfs in this.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, sure thing. Make a perception check for me, please.
I mean, I've
16.
studied enough for
15.
about 3
16.
at this point.
16.
So
With the 16, while they're off having a marital argument, while looking.
A domestic.
A domestic. I don't want to say domestic. It's anyway. While walking along, your foot collides with something metal in the snow.
Ow. Wait, what? And I look to see what it is.
Sure, you uncover the snow a little bit, and what you find is a long copper rod sticking out of the ground, about as thick as your forearm. You
Pick it
pull, but it comes out, still in the ground.
What? D, look.
Yep.
It's still coming out.
And I walk backwards, dragging this copper rod out of the ground.
It's still going. It's still a straight, and it's
At this point, Myla's
D.
going to turn around, like,
Here,
tap
take,
Alexei and be like,
What is this?
oh, I think Meiwe's found something.
takes about 2 minutes.
Professor, quick, come identify this.
Between at least the three of you, till eventually probably about a 60-foot long rod comes out, and it gets exhausting. At first it's easy, but then suddenly, boom, just laying straight across, shiny, and not a single blemish on it, except for one slight bend in the middle.
how thick is it?
About as thick as your forearm.
Right.
Anyone?
What
Anyone.
is this? Why is there
Do you need any copper for yourself?
I would love to.
Well, yeah.
Maybe
found some.
we don't just start butchering the first bit of random 60-foot metal that we come across.
Tiny blowtorches at the end of
Yes.
I'm going to start casting Identify.
Go for it.
It takes a little while.
Sure.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, the casting time a minute. So I'm going to start.
Yes, good. I need photos of that for reasons. Cool. You cast Identify, and while it doesn't appear to have any magical property, you immediately recognise this as an older metal. It's well forged. None of the make appears to be dwarven. It appears to be elven in some respect, and you suspect this might belong to something else very large in metal that you might be looking for.
Interesting. I believe this may be of relevant interest to us, Mr. D22. There could be more Titan parts around this particular area.
You say more Titan parts? This is a Titan part already? Is this a Titan part?
Potentially. Now, that does not mean it's the one we're looking for. However, it would be most interesting.
Oh, look at this! And I look like I'm gonna look in the where we pulled the copper out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stick my face in what I assume is a hole.
It's very dark.
It's so dark in there. I don't have any light.
See, now you can understand why I thought that maybe, reaching vaguely towards the magical tree wasn't.
I'm gonna stick my arm.
I have bad role models.
Make it no, joke. you feel around, but it's smoothed
Fair.
out. Like something was stuck in there with great force very quickly, and at least you can tell the rod's been in there a long time. The fact that it's a perfect shape, a cylinder inside the
I'm
hole.
going to cast light on Meiwe's hand so that she sticks it in.
It's not quite big enough. You're sort of doing this a little bit, and it shines up. You can't it's so long you can barely make out where it stops. But you don't see any other glints or glimmers or anything. You can tell it's just a long.
I think it's just a tube.
Is it small? Is it big enough for Cyril to go down?
Yes,
Cast light on Cyril.
I will absolutely allow that.
I cast light on
Cyril lights up,
You go.
goes down in the hole.
In you go, buddy.
Is it just in the rock?
It's in the ground.
But like, is the material that it's in?
Oh yeah, and just embedded in
Yeah, so
in,
it's
in
just
the rock.
like so it's all stone, and then there's
Yeah.
just a pipe.
Yeah,
basically.
which is just even more impressive that it's stayed so long and straight despite being bored essentially into the rock. There's no tip. It's very blunt on both sides.
What is this?
How's it
What is
going,
this?
buddy?
Yeah, Alexi's going to call after. Be careful, yes?
He'll be fine. He's a sensible squirrel.
Well, I do worry.
After a couple of minutes, Cyril comes back up, and holding in his little teeth, a couple of like teeny tiny little brass gears, and immediately dives back down the hole. Comes back in a couple of minutes with more, and over the course of about 5 minutes, brings back probably about 12 to 15 little tiny brass gears, and
I genuinely didn't know you were part ferret. Great job. Wow. Okay. Is there a big space down there? Okay, so it's just these little things. Okay. There you go. That's what's at the bottom of this.
Hand comes in, dusts them up. Ding, 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 ding. Is there anything I can do with the rod? Can I melt it down and try and keep it?
if you, it's pure metal, so you could, but it is going to take time. So you can absolutely stay and do that, but it's going to take longer to get to Zarsk. You're out in the open, there's bigger risk, so you can absolutely do it, but there's a trade-off with doing that. Sorry, Shamini, was going to ask.
Can I determine from either any deformation of the metal or the rock around it whether this particular rod basically entered this rock at speed, and if so, which direction?
Make a general
Smart
intelligence
boy
check or a survival check, whichever is greater for you. What the
hell did you just take a D20 out of your hat?
It's an important role.
Immediately cooler than me. Instantly.
Alexei would be curious about the same, so I'll assist if it's an intelligence check if
Cool.
possible.
You get advantage because Alexei is assisting you.
Nice.
It's
Oh, not so bad.
It's considerably better.
Just general intelligence.
general intelligence, or yeah.
17.
So with the 17,
General
and
intelligence.
it takes you a minute. You get D22 to stand there and act as almost like a compass, and you position the rest of the party while you sort of dip and duck and dive and dodge between. And then you immediately, consulting your map and getting the position of the sun, you figure out it appears this rod came from the exact direction where you suspect the Titan to be, give or take a mile or so.
It went into the rock at speed.
Yes, from what you can only surmise a great distance, and something that large, that long, that heavy to impact at that speed, something powerful would have propelled it to do that. It's not sharp, it's not drilled, it's just a smooth,
One finger shot.
yeah. Something really jettisoned that, but the direction is clear, and at least it reconfirms that your map might not be inaccurate.
I think if you look at the geometry here, I believe this may have come from the very place that after we fight a dwarf, yes, that we are headed. Now, it is possible that this was a deliberate act, perhaps some sort of weapon, although the blunt end might suggest otherwise, or some sort of high-powered explosion, perhaps accidental. I hope the being is not too damaged or destroyed, but we may have to go closer to determine.
Again, D22's just doing that loading sign.
Boom. Cool. What are the rest of you up to? It's been a couple of hours now.
Well, we should keep going towards Zarsk, because,
Cool.
I mean, I had a chat with Professor last night and told them about our mission, so to speak, and they have graciously accepted to help us.
Oh,
And-
Sounds very important.
it is.
And-
I think.
And afterwards, we can go look for a Titan. Is that amenable to you?
Absolutely.
That is
Wonderful.
amenable, correctly. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that was
Hey.
quite right.
Amenable.
Lovely.
New word.
So you carry on. The sun is now, it's not high, it's still quite early morning, given how early you guys left. But it's about this time, both Meue and Alexei can I have wisdom saving throws, please.
What?
Yeah.
What did you do? Sudden enemy.
Not me. I thought you were talking to Matt.
Wait.
12.
Thank you.
Oh,
No,
Is it a dirty one?
The dirty one.
Dirty one. All right, cool, lovely, thank you.
Let's hope this isn't going to turn into us attacking you guys.
If it is, you're going to get wrecked.
I'd pay to see that. We'll do a better roll or something.
Remember what I can do is the opposite of enlarge. Tiny movement.
You carry on, otherwise largely eventful, with the natterings of Zarsk in the background, excited about the Titan. Did you do anything with the rod, by the way? Or did you... I mean, it's not...
No,
really-
it's too selfish. I mean, D22 is pretty selfish. It's not that selfish. I'm going to read
Dragging
the
us.
group and yeah.
Dragging a 60-foot copper pole with him. This will be useful.
Yeah.
I need someone else to roll a D8 for me then, please.
I will. 7.
7. Okay. Towards sort of like the early afternoon now at this point. Myla, you notice the odd bloodstains and roughness of the ground, and you realise you've walked into now what remains of a battle. If any of you would like to make perception checks.
I think we should stop and have a little look around. I will absolutely make a perception check.
Yeah.
I will jump on that perception
Oh,
check.
except I'm not.
Oh, shit.
That's a natural 1 for 9
Cool.
total.
Either Alexei or D22, not both.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise it was
Who's making-
both.
That's okay.
You-
17.
Sure.
Well, you don't know. He
Yeah, he
didn't say
picked
what
up
he
his
rolled.
die.
Oh, okay, no, that's
So-
fine, it's fine. Cool, so you walk in and Milo's still a bit distracted from the night before. D22 quickly scanning for what might be other Titan debris. You find no dead bodies, but smears of dark red blood that had been there for a few days now and quite dry. But also with a 17, you pick up a brass buckle.
That's going straight on.
Okay.
Straight onto the outfit.
Meue, you catch up just to see as D22 is sort of finishing up, and you notice he's wearing a brass buckle with the mark of Ioun on it.
Warning, there are signs of smeared blood across the canvas.
When did you get that?
I found it on the floor. Do you think it looks dashing? Do you think Alexei will like it?
Maybe. Like you found it just now?
Yes.
Do
Do
you
you
know?
like it?
It's the symbol of Ioun.
The symbol of...
Ioun, the goddess that is most prevalently known in the Val.
Ah. So do you think Alexei will like it?
Yeah, he likes books. Where'd you find it?
On the floor here.
I look around.
Make a perception
For
check.
bodies of people?
Make a perception check.
But I'm bad
Perception
at
or
those.
survival.
Actually, I rolled well, so...
While that's happening,
Yes.
Alexei would like to sort of like seeing there's
They're
a lot
both
of blood.
-2. 17.
17. Okay, with a 17, you don't find anything else. You do find a small strip of cut leather under a rock, which you immediately recognize as part of a Whisper uniform.
I'm hoping to sort of investigate the old battlefield and figure out like numbers if possible
Sure.
and
Survival check.
which sides were involved in the fight.
Sure, survival check.
Alexei, there was a battle with the Whispers here.
14.
14. It's a little hard. It's older wounds, and snow has covered up a bit of it. At least 3 dark pools and 1 lighter pool, but nothing else you find with that.
These are darker. This blood's lighter. So it could be that that's more recent.
Alexei,
Yes.
do you like my buckle?
Is that the symbol of Ioun?
Yes.
It's a Whispers buckle.
Ah.
We're into our branding. You know, the professor knows about the branding at the library. Everything's got an eye on it.
Best to proceed, but
With caution.
yes, the lighter stain would imply that someone was killed here recently.
Professor, we recently met some people. I believe they called themselves
Electrum Avenue.
that, and
Great name.
they said that they saw a bunch of my colleagues
Librarians?
had been killed recently in this area.
Oh. We should
There's a-
avenge that or something.
There's a mass gravesite somewhere around here, and now I'm wondering if this isn't where that fight started.
Not enough stains for that. This looks like, if I had to guess, maybe some sort of ambush, but I'm...
I still don't understand why so many of them were here.
Myla is immediately at the word of ambush is going to like go into full like trying to see if there's anything around.
Sure, perception check. Go for it.
Yeah, Meiwei's just. I'm gonna summon my echo. Actually.
Cool.
12.
All right. Cool. 12. You don't see anything with the 12.
Rolled a 4.
Oh. I mean, a +8. It's still nothing to sneeze
I
at.
know, right?
Okay. Interesting. How close together is the party right now?
I mean, that seems fine
Yeah.
to me.
Okay. Cool. Shamini,
Oh no.
roll a d6.
Dun, 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 dun.
We-
6.
We grouped
Okay.
so beautifully.
The dice.
Some kind of area effect attack.
Funny
Oh,
that.
Fuck us right now. So bad.
It's lucky you rolled that 6.
Oh, don't forget. Fireball.
Those with a high passive perception, namely Myla.
Sup.
And me,
And
obviously.
Shamini, what's your passive? Zarsk, sorry, I should call you by your character.
13.
13. Okay, no. Myla, you feel for an instant a slight tremor, a shaking beneath your feet. Until
Can she immediately shout, move? Okay, cool.
until suddenly, all at once, out of the ground, a huge,
Oh, fuck.
giant worm comes up. Stay still. Come on. Comes up, snapping through the echo, immediately crushing it down. It vanishes in an instant.
Yeah.
This way, the 6 was the echo. Anyone else would have gone for the other 5. I need all of you to roll initiative, please, as this giant worm comes out of the ground, staring down at each of you.
Fucking worm.
Fucking worm.
A flippin' worm. Right. I suppose I need to roll initiative. Cool.
I love how serene this combat music is.
Right. 25 to 20.
21.
21.
Oh, thank God.
Uh,
Yeah.
18.
19.
Sorry, I got a net 20, 23.
sorry. Okay. So sorry.
Okay,
20, 23.
Yeah, D22, Meue,
19.
Zarsk.
18.
18. Yeah.
14.
Cool. Okay.
Do you prefer Alexei? I mean, do you prefer Professor or Zarsk?
Professor Zarsk.
All right. He's asking.
Thank you.
D22, you're up first as this worm comes up, realizing it hasn't actually grabbed anything in its mouth. It now swings around, wildly wondering what to do next. You're up first.
Could I? How far away is he?
It's right in front of you.
Okay, great. I'm going to cast. Thunderwave.
Okay, go for it.
Can you move so we're not also in front of you when you do that? I can't say
Well,
that.
you can target it on the creature. So can you see okay, by the way?
I can just see worm and D22
got
is at
relative-
the back
I've
of
got
the
a
group.
short
And
range
we're all
to
in
that,
front of
no?
him. is
No,
what I can
Thunderwave is from yourself and it's a cube outwards.
So you would have to get close to cast that
Yeah.
if you want to do a Thunderwave.
Let's not
But-
do that.
see. You can do it, but
I
just
can get close.
move
okay.
to the front.
So can I
we all
do
don't
a
die.
really clunky kind of roll into a position? Ideally?
Sure.
Combat roll.
Sounds like a couple of frying
Yeah.
pans, just kind of clanking.
It's going to take all your movement. But
Gracefully
yes, you can
kind of
do
gets back up.
it. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like someone's a toast. All right, cool. Cool. Go for it. And I need to make a saving throw.
Yep. It says con 15.
Con 15.
Yeah.
No problem. It rolls a dirty 22. So roll damage. It's half damage.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I've got 3 d8s for that bad boy. So let's just do 3.
Kills it.
5, 7, and 5. 17 total. So you're
17, so
half that.
halve that to 8.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Does my advanced +1 for my weapon modification, does that apply to spells as well?
No,
Okay.
just that.
No worries.
Cool, great. So you immediately run in and smack him. Boom! Seems completely unperturbed. You can hear some birds cowing and like a little bit of a rumble from the sides around you, though. Just as a heads up. Cool. Next up, Meue.
Can I no bonus?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you've
bonus
got
action.
bonus
You've had a long rest,
Mhm.
so you would need to
Redo
your,
the cannon.
You need to redo the cannon again. Yep, after a long rest.
Okay, can I do that as my bonus?
Bonus action. Yep, cool.
Cool. And I'm going to change it to a flamethrower, please.
That's absolutely fine. Good as gold. Right, Meue.
Meue is going to unclip the chain, part of the chain that allows it, and as it drops, she's going to just pick it up, throw and run and try to grapple the worm so it can't move.
Okay. Go for it. Is that going to be an opposed strength check?
No, that
Roll
you
some-
have to roll a save.
Cool. What's my save?
15.
15 strength?
Yeah.
Natural 20. Immediately you try and wrap. It's too thick. Your chain doesn't wrap all the way around enough, and it just slides off. Useless.
Oh, that's so great. Okay, then bonus action. I will summon my echo again, and it will appear on the opposite side of the worm.
Sure thing.
And then unleash incarnation.
Go
I
for
can
it.
take one attack action.
Go for it.
From her position, can I try and grapple with her?
Absolutely.
Roll.
18.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Nope, you make it.
Cool. Great. Like, same again, just sort of like bulks its way through it. Nothing happens. Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
I am gonna move the echo 5 feet back.
5 feet back. Okay. It's going to take an attack of opportunity against your echo.
Take care of the reaction.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
You can check if you want.
No.
Natural
Echo has 1 hit point.
immediately turns around as it tries to and just snaps it, and that vanishes in an instant. Cool.
That's 2 bites. We just missed with the echo.
Cool. Professor, you're up.
We're not all super close together.
You're within, like,
I mean, that close.
reasonably close. Like, that's...
We're not like within 10 feet of it, though, right?
You're not within 10 feet of it, no.
Good. Good. Well, I don't know what his range is. I am going to first go because there's that one, and then I'm going to say, "Go back to your classroom this instant." And on go, I'm going to cast command.
Now, question.
Yeah.
For that spell to work, does the creature need to understand the language being spoken?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you speak and you spin the spell, and it has no effect.
Oh dear.
It just looks at you.
Yeah. I'm going to cautiously step back, basically trying to see if it's going to go for me if I move.
It's watching you closely, but it's also engaged with the other 2 people surrounding it at the moment.
Good. I'm just going to be stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, stepping back.
You want to use all your movement to get away?
Yeah.
Okay, great. No, I'm joking. Cool. Alexei.
Alexei will turn around and, having watched the professor flee, essentially, will just, mid-sentence, he's going to draw his short sword. On his left hand, you see his right hand is gloved, his left hand is just bandaged. He's just going to hold up his hand, slice the sword across it, and it suddenly ignites in radiant fire. It's like, Professor, if you have anything a bit more damaging, I'd rather suggest you use it now. And he's going to run at the worm, and sort of like slide round to sort of flanking behind it, and just cut and cut.
Cool. I'll let you make a text of advantage because the 3 of you surrounding it at this point.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Oh, also, first of all,
Ah,
2 points of damage for the
Fine.
spell.
As you were.
First attack is a dirty 20.
Lovely. That hits. Yep.
Great. I'm just gonna roll the second one here. That is higher.
Cool. Both hit.
Yeah. So that is 4d6 plus 12. Do you want it separate or do you want the damage separate?
Just give it to me all.
Okay,
It's just
right,
a worm.
So 12, 17, 20, 32 points of damage.
Okay. Immediately start hacking and slashing into it and in pain.
Oh, no.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's movement, action, bonus action,
Great
all taken
stuff.
care of.
Okay, so Myla is going to again kind of like steady her arm and then go like and fire out another
Ice attack.
ice knife.
Sure.
Wait, isn't that a range?
And oh my god, that is 15 to hit.
15 just misses. Sorry. It flies through, but being used to the cold, it just bounces off uselessly. And
Isn't that an AoE? If it doesn't hit, do we?
Ice knife.
Yeah, because
No.
it hits and explodes afterwards, doesn't it?
Let me just check. hit or miss the shard that explodes, the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on
Dexterity
a
saving throws,
dexterity
please,
saving throw.
everybody.
I'd
Sorry,
like
guys.
to apologise.
Except you, Zarsk. You're
what it
fine.
feels like.
And me, presumably. Yes, ours.
19.
That's fine.
18.
Also fine. It's a 16.
Cool. What am I rolling?
Dex save.
Dex save.
Oh dear.
So you'll save.
Dex save for the worm
Dex
as well.
save is +3, so you're fine.
Yes.
Oh no, wait, 14. You
Yeah,
are
it
not
doesn't
fine.
take the
Oh,
first hit, but it's
The worm does fail.
Cool.
D22.
Also
fail.
fails.
You also failed. Cool.
So-
2d6 cold
How
damage,
dare-
please.
How dare you?
9.
9. Cool. 9
18.
half to
18
4.
points of fire damage. 18.
Cool. So you take 9 points of cold damage. You
Unbelievable.
take 4 points of cold damage. You take 2 points of cold damage because you have cold resistance built in.
Hot damn damn.
And the worm takes the full 9.
The explosion. If they explode and they succeed, it doesn't hit them. It just says
41
they must
points.
succeed
all right.
on a
Well,
dex
never
save
mind
throw
then.
or take
Ignore
2d6.
me completely.
So it's just him in the worm.
Cool. So it still did something. All right.
Karma.
Okay.
Snow elf karma as
It's
well.
now the worm's turn. The worm, looking around, frantic and worried,
Calls
is
for its
going
mother.
to first of all.
No, we don't want that. Well, you do not want that.
It's going to make an attack. It's going to use its body and going to slam down on you, Alexei.
That makes sense.
It's going to be a
Most annoyed at you.
14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Doesn't quite happen, and then it's immediately going to rear up and going to come down and try and chomp on you, Meue. For an 11.
He doesn't hit.
Damn it. All right.
She just flicks out of the way and back.
No problem. No problem. All right. With that, then, it's immediately going to attempt to burrow and bring itself in underground. You get attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
D22
do.
first
Can
because
I-
it's in the order of.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm just going for my standard attack, which will be the firebolt, please.
Firebolt. Cool.
Yeah. So 18.
18 hits.
Beautiful. And then my damage is 2d10s plus a cheeky 1. So 2, not much, 4.
Okay, so 4 damage there. That's fine. Cool.
All counts.
Damage is damage 20. Sorry, I'm just checking initiatives. Yep, no, Meue.
And follow up with a bonus.
No, it's just
No,
a
it's
reaction.
just
It's
a
opportunity
Sorry,
attack.
my
Yep.
bad.
Meue.
This is reaction sentinel. If
That's-
I hit, it's not going anywhere.
Correct. Yep.
19.
19 hits.
Stay for 10 points of damage. Yeah,
10?
10 points of damage and it's not going.
It's going down. It sticks, and now it's sort of stuck and stopped. And Alexei.
My last attack against it was at advantage. Is this one going to be as well?
No.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
21.
Hits.
Great. Oof. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right. It's looking pretty hurt, as most of my monsters do when I just throw them at you. Like come on, it's either like up here or like down here. Come on, sort it out. All right. Top of initiative then. D22. You're back.
No, me.
No,
that
you-
was reactions.
Oh, it was reactions.
Reactions.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sorry, I'm an
No, it's
idiot.
okay. D22. You're up.
Going
It's
for
looking
it.
really hurt, bleeding, and yeah, it's had better days.
And then look at my crossbow, which has failed me so many times. One more time.
Okay.
And
You're in
You
melee
are-
range, remember?
So this is disadvantage unless you step back. But if you step back, it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
okie dokie. In which case,
Take the risk. Go on.
yeah, I'll take the risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack with disadvantage then, please.
Nope.
But I get-
20
Oh, are you going to
episodes
step
in.
back? Sorry, and take
No,
a
attack with disadvantage because I've got quite a good I've got quite a good bonus.
Okay, cool.
On this,
Let's
so
do
I
it.
get a +8 regardless. Okay, that was backfired. I've got 11.
11 misses. It just goes into the rock instead. Doesn't do anything.
No worries.
Cool.
Bonus.
Bonus. Go for it. Flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's a cone, right?
Huh?
What? What?
You flamethrower?
Yes.
Cool. Great. Go for it.
Do you maybe want to
No,
move?
no.
No.
Oh, that's
said-
good.
it is
18 without modifiers.
It is said and done,
Yes.
sir. Said and done. There you go. Yep.
Just need to double check one
This party's on
Fire!
fire.
2 days in a row, Mayway.
Yeah, Meue is getting set on fire by D.
I feel like I've got. I'm now I'm going to start taking it
Alexei,
personally.
make a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw,
Yeah.
please.
Me too.
No, I mean, if D22 wants to get both of you, we can. It's up to Guy. That's,
17.
in fact, if Guy wanted, he could get. Okay, so it's a success. Do you want to hit Meue as well for comedy, or just Alexei?
Let's go both.
Yeah, cool. Dex saving throw, please.
There'll be words. There will be
You're
words.
fine.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
prove
fine.
myself.
Loud,
always trying to
angry.
prove
You
myself.
already set me on
I like
fire.
how you're
you
trying to
fuck.
prove
18.
yourself by
18.
further
You both
disproving
you both
yourself.
succeed. Roll 2d6 2d8 fire
Sweet
damage,
paradox
please.
of life.
2d8 fire damage, please.
2d8 fire damage, of course.
Fails.
my d8's
The
got?
worm also failed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the worm. Forgot about that part.
7 plus 1. No plus. 7.
Okay. D22, what happens next?
So he hasn't used it properly successfully in a while, and as it fires off of his shoulder, it just splutters out a tiny bit of pre-fire, which kind of, and it's like, what the hell? Presses it
bit of
again, presses it again.
Pre-fire? Come on.
It's a new term. And then he presses it too much, and obviously it's building up, and it just flames roar.
Myla, you stand there and just watch this flame wash as the worm immediately turns into ash, and you two also take half that, so you take 3 points of fire damage each as you get caught ablaze by
I'm
D22.
already burned. Fuck, I've still got bits of my hair.
I think I killed him.
Alexei leapt out of the way, avoiding the worst of the flames, just stands up and goes, "Can you please, I beg you, be fucking careful!"
But I killed the worm.
It sort of like just falls in between the body burning. And the
Maybe just
There's
go,
probably more of them. Everyone just
puts out a bit of her hair.
stay alert.
D22, excellent
Did
work.
you see that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I
Alright, come straight out.
perception check for any additional rumblings
Go
or
for
anything
it.
like that?
And as I look down at the corpse, I say,
10.
You know what I just realized? We didn't
No
look at the
rumblings.
bodies
You
of
catch a
those
slight glint
dwarves
in the
that
body
we
of the
killed
worm.
the other day.
Sorry, say again.
Catch a glint of the
That
body of
gun
the
might
worm.
have been fun.
A body in the worm.
You catch a glint in the body of the worm.
Oh,
Ah.
I would like to take a look.
Go for it. Make an investigation check, please.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Roll a D10 for me first, please.
3.
And roll a D100.
Ooh.
Fancy.
40.
A 40. You find...
10 40s.
One moment, please. You find slightly singed and burning a little stuffed purple owlbear. That's it for now.
If I shake it, is it just...
That's it?
Is that a child's toy?
I rather think it might be. Yeah, that is...
Oh.
Matt,
Yes.
are owl bears up in the Val blue and purple and things?
Absolutely. Absolutely they are.
Oh.
Have you ever seen an owl bear up in the Val?
Yeah.
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 Owlbears are sweet.
They are cute.
I just sent you the information for that.
I-
It is the...
Yeah. I think this is probably from
Common
the
one.
Whisperers group.
But why would they have a toy if they didn't have a child with them?
Maybe it was like a keepsake. You know, maybe someone's child gave it to them to take with them so they could always remember their family back home as they got eaten by a worm.
In my experience, if someone brings a toy with them to class, the other students tend to laugh at them and make fun of them.
But class isn't life, you know,
Well, I don't know how it is with
life.
these people. I'm just, with students, they don't like
random
bringing
table.
stuff
That's what came out.
toys.
I swear to God.
Oh,
I love that.
okay.
Alexei is the kind of student who would have an owlbear and bring it to class.
Let's wait
No,
for a
he
little
had an owl.
An owl?
He had an owl.
Sorry, sort of me that. I was like,
Oh, you know, I think I had something like that when I was young.
I did not. Shove it in the pack.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sad
Late,
now.
late
No,
afternoon.
It's your one.
Mr.
I
D,
have a backpack.
There's a spot here if you want to find it away.
Yes, I don't trust you. So
No, okay.
Mr. D22, are you having problems with your crossbow?
Crossbow, yes, it is playing up somewhat. Normally, I'm a very perfect shot.
Can I have a look?
Of course, you may.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do with?
To make him a better shot.
No, you were trying to fix the crossbow, right?
It's been playing up, but that's more, yeah.
Is there anything I can
It's more
do
to disguise my bad rolling, but yeah.
I see. to fix it, help improve it? I have the cantrip mending, special mending tape,
and the ability to make myself proficient at any skill, such as crossbow mending, for 10 minutes.
If you wanna do something for story, absolutely, I'll
All
allow
of
that.
those
Go for it,
things.
please.
I would like.
Have your moment. Go for it.
I would like to make myself proficient. My speciality, I say mainly to Meue and Alexei, is knowledge. And I would like to become very, very good at crossbows. And then I would like to start poking it and tweaking it and tightening things. There we go.
And they hand you back a crossbow, and what you see, it's just sort of wrapped in like this weird magical tape, which shimmers for a moment and then sort of like doesn't seem to be doing a lot, but it seems to be in better working order.
Interesting. You have fused gold with copper next to silver and bronze. And there appears to be a sheen.
This tape is invaluable.
Oh,
Put the roll of
don't say that around him.
sticky tape in my breastplate.
Invaluable means no one wants it. It cannot be valued.
Ah, so it is worthless.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think you're a very good teacher.
I will
I
stay away
Professor,
from
Professor.
invaluable things.
think if you read more books.
I
You're
don't
smart.
think that
You know what
Professor-
this
Would you like, as a thank you, I would like
Apparently
to
she
give you
doesn't.
this.
He doesn't.
Give you the tiny
Hey,
belt
babe.
buckle I found earlier.
What is it?
It is
It's
a belt.
crushing
It is,
us with a rock.
it is a belt buckle I found earlier today.
Oh,
It is made of brass. Is it made of brass, Matt? The belt buckle?
It would be probably more of a bit more sort of gold, like a white gold.
The first person I've got.
I want you to keep that
all right.
as a thank you for mending the bow.
I genuinely don't think I've ever seen you give someone anything else.
I thought it was brass on first inspection. I didn't realise it was gold.
I see.
Put it
You might
in
have
my
to steal that back
breastplate.
later.
I'm putting it in my breastplate.
As you carry on wandering, I'd like all of you to make perception checks, please, as the evening begins to draw in.
Hey, DM.
Nope.
Alexei and I made wisdom saving throws earlier. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. Just
Yep.
thought I'd
Oh,
put that
I'm
out
very aware. Don't you worry.
there. Cool. 8.
23.
Okay.
5.
Ooh, it's going to be relatively high. Sorry for the delay. Oh no, it's no modifier. 14 total.
Wait, perception?
No, wisdom, wasn't it?
No,
Perception.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard you say wisdom.
That's okay.
earlier.
It's because they were complaining
Perception
about
plus
wisdom.
3, so 17.
17. Okay. D22, you get a glimpse of this, and it's mostly you, though, Myla. You do look to the
Classic.
right, where the sun just happens to be setting behind this lovely cliff here. And you do sort of see far in the distance, nearer the top, long pillars silhouetted against the horizon.
How many?
It's too far to count, but
Okay.
several.
There's some weird pillars up there. I can just sort of see them as the sun sets.
Just make it out. Like, it would take you a second to get there, but
Where?
you can see them.
Up there?
Just to the east.
Nah, I can't. I can't really. I trust you.
Define.
Do we need to go there?
weird.
It's just pillars up
Is-
on a rock.
Is that the direction we're traveling? Or
It's a little out of the way. Maybe.
everything's a little out of the way with
What is the
you?
significance of pillars?
I don't know. It's just weird.
It helps humans to sleep, no?
Pillars?
No,
Could do.
pillows.
Pillars.
No.
Humans speak. Humans.
It could be
pillars?
some
We sleep
sort
with
of
pillows.
ruin, perhaps. Maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
the last time we went to a ruin, we let out a massive snake. So how about we keep on walking?
Yeah, let's we can keep
It's not much. You haven't seen
keep
it.
going on.
Keep an eye on it. See if anything. Yes.
Any giant snakes appear from it, that sort of thing.
More just anything else of note beyond pillars. you know.
I cannot tell you about the pillars in the future if this is the sort of.
Oh, they're having a fight, guys.
What would you like to do? You can carry on, or you can make this little detour if you'd like to investigate.
Can I check
Meue
my
votes
brain
for
scan
wood.
of the map?
Brain scan. Photo.
Thank you.
Yeah, Myla's happy to carry on.
Yep.
Alexei is curious, but if the group's going with go on, then
Cool.
yeah.
D22?
Yeah, I will follow.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
there.
Doesn't look like a titan, so
Never
bye
mind.
bye.
Never mind. So that's just going to be.
Oh no, yeah, like avoiding things that Matt has created for us is one of the joys I get in life.
Not a problem. Carry on.
Tight in there, so help me God.
The evening comes in,
We'll scan on the way back, no stone unturned.
and you find yourselves tiring a bit now, trudging through the snow throughout the day. Thank you. Ready to sit down and take another rest.
Shall I look for another place for us to stop?
Please.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. That is 17.
Cool. Yep. Without issue, you find no trees this time, but you do find a place that's out of the way and uncovered, and you could even get a little fire in there if you needed to.
Yep.
Are there any conversations or anything you guys would like to have before we go on to the next day?
I think Alexei will just kind of have a look around. Do we know roughly how far we are from the where your people were?
Oh, where my people?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't. Myla, you have more of a sense, bearings of this.
How far roughly are we? A couple of days?
Less than that.
Less than that?
Less than that. Maybe half a day.
Half a day?
You made really good progress the day before. Nothing really slowed you down
Okay.
because seemingly my monsters can't roll for shit. So
Probably about half a day away from them. Give or take, depending on terrain. How many giant worms get thrown at us by some unknown entity?
all right.
Then we should certainly consider having a look.
But I thought it was a trap.
Yes. But if it's a trap, then that means there's a certain advantage to going into a situation knowing that it's a trap.
Sure. Don't look at me. I don't know why you're looking at me again.
We're waiting for someone to say it's a bad idea.
Yes, I'm waiting for my ideas to be,
If we go into a trap expecting a fight, then it is a win-win.
not exactly a win-win, but might give us an opportunity to. Worst case scenario, they're lying in wait.
We can approach it very cautiously.
Exactly.
And Myla could
What if we stagger
look
our
from-
No,
entrances?
terrible. That's
Why?
I can go have a look as a rat or something.
yes, but we need to get close enough first. My point is, then it would give some answers as to why your people are there and the echoes that are.
Still there, maybe. I wouldn't. Maybe if they're alive, we could free them and then they could come and help us.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Should we go in the morning?
Yes.
Any objections, Professor?
Help the library people.
Help the library people.
They'll help us with the title.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
With
Perfect.
Derek.
Oh, sorry, with the bad man, yes.
So, for the sake of brevity, your rest has no issue, and you awake the next morning, driven and ready to go.
Loads of rests this session. Sorry.
Well, we're getting places, mate. We're gonna.
Oh, I can get back all the hit points I lost from the fire crossbow again.
So, I would just like a survival check just to see if you can actually find it, and also perception checks to see if you can spot it, because it is a little bit out of the way.
That is a 21 survival check.
Jesus Christ. Cool.
I rolled a 13.
Oh,
like-
that's so much.
And what was the other one? Sorry, perception.
Perception checks, please.
Okay. Who?
From everybody?
Everyone, because
Okay.
you're all keeping an eye out for this, aren't you?
12.
7.
Dirty 6.
Dirty
Zarsk?
as well, Jesus.
15.
15. Okay. The snow is eased off, and it's a clear enough day, and the skies are starting to open up a little bit more. Myla, as expected, with her eagle eyes, is you're wandering through, and you're beginning to lose a little bit of hope. But towards the late afternoon again, without incident, you look down and sort of see a snowbank that falls a little bit in between two large peaks, and you do see, from this distance, probably about, I don't know, 11 tall logs made of the familiar elven wood of Ithelbark. And you do see little dark figures at the feet, but you would need to get closer to investigate properly.
Myla,
It's about 300 feet away. You can make out some of those details.
Shall I go have a look?
The minute this is in sight, Alexei is just going to drop prone to the ground, go sneak mode.
Lovely.
Myla's gonna
Please.
cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone.
Great.
Yeah, stealth. Stealth.
Yep.
Stealth.
Yep.
He will also drag D22 down if he doesn't get it quick enough.
And then I will turn into a rat.
Okay.
Or yeah, there'd be rats up here.
You've said it now.
Yeah, rats fine.
Okay. Cool. Now, I'm using the same piece, but this wasn't the thing I've shown before, just so we're clear. I don't have unlimited bits of terrain.
Ha! Unacceptable.
Promise. Okay.
So we're all up above it, right? And it's kind of
You
down.
are, for all intents and purposes, you'd be like up here-ish.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Down, yeah.
Before the rat leaves.
Yes, of course.
Should I just kneel down to Myla and say, if there's, keep an eye out for a male Filverell with a face tattoo. Thank you.
So it's just you going by yourself, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Make a stealth check, please, with your Pass Without Trace.
What is a rat stealth?
Probably really good,
Zarsk
right?
also, just because you're not as involved. Is there anything else? Yeah, Kathy, just tagging along. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
But everyone looks up rat stealth.
Yeah.
I'm just a normal rat. My dex is just +0, so
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have thought they were snicker.
so it is okay. 12 plus 10, 22.
30, 22. All right.
30, 22.
30, 22.
My favourite.
Cool. Rat Myla. So
Ryla, if you will.
So you cross the recess between the peaks and come to a long jutting rock that yawns from an otherwise flat bed of snow. I'm just going to do this so I'm not looking to the side. At the end is there's a number of columns erected against the horizon, and around a dozen silver Ithelbark logs stand upright in the deep snow silhouetted against the overcast sky. Each is about 8 to 10 feet tall and no more than 2 feet wide, almost arranged like a crude forest within a space of maybe about 50 feet. As you get closer, you do notice a body bound to each one. Phil Varel, stripped to bare cloth, and their hands tied and strung above their heads, with their legs and feet strapped against the woods. Each snow elf remains motionless, with a long and misshapen rylinthium crystal pushed through their chest, penetrating the tree they are tied to and pinning them to the post. The crystals glow and pulse with a sickly dark purple energy, not unlike what you saw in the tavern a few days ago. At the base of each tree sits a small box, which, as a rat, you aren't really able to look inside. But also, at the base of each log are two things. A sign with their name and a brief description of some sort underneath. But once again, as a rat, you aren't able to get high enough to see what it says. The other thing you notice are their echoes, each standing in their base, not unlike an honor guard, but a perfect replica of their bound counterpart pinned to the tree. I need you to make one final perception check for me as well, please. Your own stats.
It's 13.
You don't notice anything
Can I give you
else.
lucky? Can I give you
You
lucky?
Not
aren't
from this
there.
distance, sorry. What would you like to do? You can't really interact a lot more as a rat.
Do any of them have a face tattoo?
You're about 8 feet in the air. You can attempt to see if you like. If you want to make a perception check, but it's going to be a high DC. And I say to get this far on your own, you're probably about 45 minutes through your transformation. But I appreciate you've got about 3 hours with your
I've got
watcher.
quite a lot, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Myla's like, rats would start eating bodies, so this seems like a totally reasonable thing for a rat to do.
Okay.
So she's gonna crawl on up a pole, like being cautious, like a rat would be,
Mm-hmm.
and then sort of start like pretending to like nibble, so she can like look up
Sure. Make a perception check.
and try and like look at everything. Better, 16.
16. Takes a minute, but you do find one of them has a distinct face tattoo across the face.
At that, Myla is going to dart back down and dart back
Okay.
towards the others.
Takes a while, and a little over an hour later, Myla arrives back with the group. What would you like to do?
Myla will turn back into Myla.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's no one there.
No one?
Well,
Should we go?
I mean,
go.
but I don't know.
Wait.
I don't. There's. Okay, they all have rylinthium crystals plunged through their chests, and the rylinthium crystals are pulsing, kind of like the one did that Sarek had. And there are little boxes at the bottom of each of the pillars, and the echoes are standing there, and they all have signs with their names and a sort of description.
The echoes are there,
Yeah,
but they look dead.
they're not moving.
You weren't able to surmise alive.
Yeah,
or dead.
I don't know if they're alive or dead.
Well, they have to be alive if the echoes are still there.
I would guess maybe the rylinthium's doing something weird with them.
You said it's sort of pulsating.
Rylinthium keeps people alive.
Maybe that's what it's doing then.
It heals.
Meue?
Yeah. Did you see?
Yeah,
He's there.
he is.
Oh,
Whom?
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's just a friend of mine. We trained together, and I guess he was my closest friend there. Ptolemy.
I'm really sorry. But maybe we
Like-
can...
Vines down the side.
Does that
Sweet.
sound... Yeah.
Well, he could be alive. He could be alive.
Yeah,
We have to go,
yeah.
please.
Okay.
Everyone have a quick look around. Make sure that we aren't being watched. And then we'll do this very quickly.
Wisdom saving throw.
6.
Cool.
Dirty 6.
Dirty 6.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, because you're negative. Cool. Carry on.
And then we go quickly, we don't linger.
I can't leave them there. I can't leave them there if
How
they're
far
alive.
can you send your echo?
30 feet?
We could...
Oh, yeah.
Like, we could stay a little further away and you could send your echo to maybe help them?
I can't see what she sees, and I'm not well trained enough to be able to do much other than fight.
Okay.
I could go in invisibly.
Can I have a look around at any potential
If-
ambush
if you don't
spots?
mind.
Go for it. Make a survival check.
12.
It's pretty wide open. If anything, with someone with a long range weapon, it would be a shooting gallery. There's no cover, but you can't see any spot for someone to jump out and knife you.
I'm. You tell me if we shouldn't go. You tell me if we shouldn't go, because I want to go.
I think it's bait.
I think it is too.
I think we go.
Professor?
I'm very confused, but if we help the library people, then they might let me into the library, so that would be fun, because I actually have some research
They
that
might
I was
be
trying
dead.
to do. Yeah, well, maybe they have a library pass on them somewhere.
What would you like to do?
If you like, I can turn invisible and try and... Would you recommend pulling a Rylinthium crystal out of them to see what happens, or would you like to communicate with them?
I mean, you could try. I've never known Rylinthium really to go in people
Pick one
unless.
that doesn't have a face tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
If you
But maybe.
if you do that, if you pull a crystal out that is embedded in someone, they will most likely die.
I can maybe help. We'll see.
So are we going?
And it might bring them peace.
Yes, but if this remotely turns bad, we turn.
I mean, if Dee goes in alone, we can't leave him there.
Oh no, I agree. If we're going to go, we all have to go. But if it starts to turn sour,
Okay.
we all flee.
I'm on board with the fleeing. I'll sort of lead the fleeing, shall I? If I take charge of that part.
Okay.
I'm pro D going by himself while he's invisible.
Mhm.
That seems like the best idea to me.
You may be forgetting I am healthy and stealthy.
Healthy and stealthy. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Please. Thank you, Dee.
So are you all approaching?
We're going to get a bit closer,
Cool.
but I think
Sneakily.
Yeah.
sneakily.
Yep. Okay. Do your stealth. Do your stealth, please.
Do we still pass that
I
trace?
don't think Pass Without a Trace will last for over an hour.
Oh yeah, no, it's 10 minutes, right?
Probably,
Well, it
yeah.
is
I think
10
it's an hour.
minutes.
I'm not sure. Either way, you can get closer. And
Oh
then
no, it's up to an hour,
Yeah,
but I
it's
think
up
I took longer than an hour, didn't
Okay.
I? As a rat.
I can't reach because it's a massive map. Hello.
Do you want me to?
So,
Okay.
so we'll just say, do you guys want to be at the end or?
Oh!
Do you lean? I can place on there.
Yeah, just chuck you
It's
guys.
okay. I have a really
I
good
mean, I'm
stealth
I'm
modifier.
probably in the
Thanks.
better position to do
Let's
it.
see, where do you want to be?
There's Zarsk.
Yeah, I can fit them much easier. So Lexi's going to go there. Meue, I imagine
It's
here.
gonna be it's gonna be
Yeah.
as front as she can without
D.
actually.
D's here. So I'll have D's.
Professor, I'm going to assume back there.
Okay.
Right at the back.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Myla's.
Professor.
So for the sake of brevity, D22,
Mhm.
invisible. You approach slowly and cautiously. Still clunking a little bit with your heavier armor, so I do need you to make a stealth check. Straight roll, please.
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
16.
That's fine.
What's your stealth?
Sorry, I just absolutely loved that. Look at that. I thought it was a straight roll, no? So
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just means
straight
there's
roll.
no
It means
disadvantage.
no advantage,
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Okay, cool. So myself is plus 6, so actually a 22, a dirty 22.
Yay!
And it's D22.
So what you can see that Myla didn't see, at the base of each tree sits a small box, and a quick inspection finds shredded and tattered remains of library uniforms, deformed and melted elven weapons, broken equipment and artifacts, shreds of books. One such crate even appears to contain the totaled remains of a well-made warforged, a caved-in robotic head looking back with dim, lifeless eyes. You can move on, or you can keep going. That is up to you. 3,
Can
2.
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah, keep moving up. I'm going to make my way toward. So how many of them were there?
So there's about 11 here, and now you've gotten closer and taller, and another one right at the tip.
Okay, I'm going to go to the closest one to me and whispering to himself,
Sure.
Titan, do not get distracted.
The first one you walk up to, you read the sign, same box, motionless, Rolinthium crystal through the chest, and the sign reads, Zeno Reichme, failed while attempting infiltration through Green Basin channels. Pathetic.
Okay. Now, did we? It's just slightly metagaming. Did we agree that I'm going to pull the crystal out or not?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. I can't see. Nobody else is around me, right? I just
Make
see
a
these
perception
people.
check.
Oh dear. 8.
It's just you and the snow elves.
I'm going to walk up to the first snow elf.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the.
This is the one. So Zeno and with the Warforged in the box as well. It's the first one you came to.
I'm going to just press with my finger.
You're pressing on it.
Pressing the elf itself.
Yeah, sure. Make a medicine check.
Tappy tappy.
13.
The body is lukewarm, but not clammy or cold like you'd expect a dead body to be. There's something sustaining it. The echo pays you no attention.
Put my hand up, touch the rolling thing that's spearing him.
Mm-hmm.
Pause for a brief second to think how much it might be worth. Snap back.
You immediately pull it out, and as you do, several things happen. First of all, that you immediately pull it, it crumbles on your hand. And it's similar to what you guys saw in the pub a couple of days ago. A spirit echoes out from the top and screams to the sky, disappearing and fading into the distance. This long, gaunt face, not unlike... Actually, you weren't there, never mind. The Filvarel immediately loses what little colour it had left, slumps to the ground, and the echo vanishes. And a quick glance at the body tells you that they are dead.
Oh dear God.
Do we see this from back there?
I'd say so. You see the echo disappear. You see the
This-
white
yeah.
spirit, and you hear the scream.
Alexei immediately goes to grab Maywe's arm. Just, no.
I look back, slightly lost.
You're
my
still
friend.
invisible at this point. I
Yeah,
can't see that.
and I'm gonna get my hat because I can tap it as a
Mhm, mhm.
device, right? I'm gonna send it back down with instructions for them to send back up what they want me to
Okay,
do.
sure.
So the hat spins down, bomb, and you can record a message, but it's up to 15 words.
Yep.
Is it?
Sending, so you can send a message back. You can also send a message to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking.
Matt, did I see the spirit that you've...
You all saw the spirit.
And did it look like the things...
Make a general knowledge intelligence check.
17.
You can make out some similarities.
Tell him to come back. And to stay invisible, but tap someone's shoulder when he's here. We need to talk more than 15 words.
Come back, Dee. There's nothing we can do for these people.
The hat flies back. You receive the message. What would you like to do?
I look over the tiny crate that has.
Make an investigation check.
Warforged.
Make an investigation check.
And just check
You
it.
wanna, if you want to loot, that's fine.
Just check it.
Little. Okay.
7.
7.
I bought
Lucky.
you a token
Lucky.
from one of your friends.
Lucky,
God.
go for it.
For God's sake. 11.
11. Okay. With an 11, you can at least get the head out and look at it later if you want to. It's caved in on one side a little bit.
Oh my
There's
god.
some blood on one side.
I need to change my alignment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it underneath my arm.
She's
The
getting
only thing is,
pushed.
will it go invisible like me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have it underneath my
Sure.
arm and return.
You walk back and address the group and tell them what you saw.
I got your message back, and I also found a warforged head.
Is he still
You're
invisible?
still invisible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we can just hear it.
Yeah.
You found a head of
Found
a
a warforged
warforged?
head.
Oh,
Yeah, look.
Oh, Dee.
I do apologise, but it seemed that your friend got deaded when I pulled the crystal from his chest.
Did-
I do not know what to suggest or do.
Didn't pull it from your friend. It was.
So
Well, I mean, I know
the friend.
more.
One of your collective.
Well, what
If you
What was
like,
written on-
I can try someone else.
was written on the... You said that there was markers?
Yeah,
What
let me
was-
check my memory bank as to what that was.
It was the name Zeno Reichmay. Failed while attempting infiltration through Green Basin channels.
Do you tell me that bit?
Yes, I do.
Pathetic.
I don't know what this means.
Zeno was a nice man. Full of bluster, but kind.
There were lots of boxes for investigation
It
and other
means
people.
that-
We could potentially go back together
No,
and
this is a message at best, an ambush at worst.
He wants me to kill him. Why does he want that? Why is he trying to do this
He's
to
not.
me?
He's not. This isn't to make.
This is to hurt me.
Yes. So you'll make mistakes. So you'll sprint into danger. So you won't plan.
I take a couple of steps towards the...
Alexei is going to reach out and grab the arm again. You are doing exactly what he wants you to do.
But
Think.
You hear a voice in your heads.
not now.
Do it. Don't you want to save your friends? Don't listen to him. He doesn't know. You can still save them.
This.
1 to 10. 1 to 10, I run. 10 to 20, I stay. Meue rips her arm out of Alexei's hand and runs full tilt.
Alexei will
towards
attempt a grapple check with his reaction.
Yep.
Go for it.
Let's.
What do I roll for
Opposed.
this?
Roll opposed.
Okay.
Post strength.
Is it strength? Yeah. What?
Actually,
I don't
no.
know.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
No,
for
go
this.
on, make
You want to make a post?
Yeah.
All right, make a post. Go for it.
Okay.
So wait, just tell like how I don't actually. know
Just
what
roll
this is.
opposing strength checks or strength versus dex.
Okay.
18.
Huh. 17. You said versus Dex. Dirty 22.
She breaks out of your grasp and sprints
catch
forward. You run past and you recognize each of these faces from one point. All of them agents of the library, every single one. And you run past and you notice the one lone tree by itself at the front. It's empty. Do you get close?
I do.
You can't really make out what the sign says, except for one simple name. Meue. Lost Narama. And one other word that is familiar. Foolish. You hear that familiar voice in the back of your head again.
Oh no, silly girl.
And you hear two deep explosions doom, doom, from the mountains up above you and start to feel the ground shake as an avalanche starts on either side. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no!
Thank you so much. It's late. That was a long one. Welcome, Shamini, as well. That got very heavy towards the end. It's fun sometimes, we promise.
It's so fun. With
It's
us.
so fun with us.
I love it.
It's dramatic. It's good.
It's great.
Cool. That's that. Look after yourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We've got a lot to unpack. Good thing we're playing again in a few days, so we'll get to enjoy that. Look at Rose's poor face.
I feel like these are like all the friends that I made up with Matt from Meue. I feel like
There's
if
some
we
history
went
there
through
which
the
we're going to talk
emails,
about.
all those names would be there.
But anyway, for the sake of our own sanity and tiredness, I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching an episode 20 of our live episode. Welcome to Shamini will be guesting with us in the next few episodes as well. We got some stuff. There's Titan things coming. Don't worry. G22 is
Amazing
going to
character.
get
Oh
his
my
Jaeger thing on.
Anyways.
But until then, look after yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Take care. Ka kite. Bye 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 bye.